everyone, and welcome to Chapter 51 of Known Realms Tolesh. My name is Alec, and I'm going to be your archivist for this evening, but before we dive into our adventure, let's go ahead and introduce our crew, starting with David.
Hello guys, I'm David. I am playing Whistle. You can catch me over at Stealthy Elf Productions, playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Stealthy Elf.
That's me.
Thank you, David. Next up, Angie.
My name is Angie, Agonethetic on the internet, they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Zio. Also, he, they pronouns. And I really hope that Alec keeps this accent for the rest of the session.
The whole time. When it's, you know what? Let's make a bet. You guys want to make a bet?
No.
If it's not,
No,
if it's not the NPCs, I'm going to be talking like this the whole time. Understood. Thank you, Angie.
I take it back.
Love you very much. Thank you for being here. Next up, Lou.
1 second, I can't see you. Oh, I didn't do my bit. I was gonna do like, oh wait,
Do it
I
now.
didn't do my eye.
No, do it right now.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait, it's got to get in position. It's like muted.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Lou, and it's nice to see you again.
That's really good. That's really good.
Okay, wait, there. Oh.
But,
And I play Lazuli. This is what one of her eyes looks like on her like cloak of many eyes.
Oh yeah.
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 I love that.
And I also canon like this is what the hag eye that's peeping on peeps looks like.
The one on the wall from like session 2.
Yeah, I remember things.
How incredible.
And yeah, I play Lazuli. We will use she, her pronouns. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lou. Last but certainly not least, Button.
Hi there, my name is Button, and I can do it too. My pronouns are they, them, and I am Bluebluebutton on social media. You can also find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions every other Saturday, where I play an Unearthed Inheritance, and you can find me this Saturday. What's the channel called? On Dice Cream Sandwich, playing in the 3rd session of Astral Academy. Back to you, Alec. They're magically delicious.
It's a very good Pathfinder game. You should check it out. Hi, everybody there. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. Wow, that was hard. You gave us a struggle to get out of there for a second. I was in it. I wasn't.
You live there?
It wouldn't let me leave. It wrapped its dark, inky tendrils around me and just wouldn't let me go. All right. So, what are the sponsors? We don't do this on Wednesday nights. I'm confused. Guys, go check out Lupine Honey. Caroline just dropped some really good chainmail comfort wear, and I highly recommend that you go check it out and feel... These birds are driving me crazy. Sorry. I just kept hearing tweets in my ear, and I was about to go mad. Go ahead and check out Lupine Honey. Use code TALESARCHIVE for 10% off your purchase. We are going to be back this Sunday for Chapter 52. We just wanted to, have another little game with all of us here, catching up since we took such a big break. We're gonna have a lot of fun today and this weekend. You're not gonna want to miss it. And lastly, we do have a donation link for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Please go ahead and check that out if you are able. We support a free and open Palestine, and we absolutely denounce the actions taken by Israel. So please go ahead and check out that link and donate if you're able. Yeah. Thank you. School me. All right. Last we left off, we had a bit of a time. We picked up with Lazuli inside of Ishor's castle, making her way down the hallway when she happened to run into one very eepy Lucian Whitmore. Lucian had been eepy because he was quite literally put to sleep, not in, well, I guess in a violent fashion, but also by means of the spell Sleep, by one Kaelin Vryn in a sparring match. Lazuli, as she's sort of thinking about how to operate in regards to her pact, how to supplement with herself with magic from the If, she approached Lucian, some motherfucker who would know something about pacts. There's a bit of an argument about rudeness. Lucian had an attitude because he, got his ass beat, and Lucian was quite literally butthurt because Lazuli has not worn her pin in front of him yet. You can tell he's a Cancer. He's too emotional. But the two make a pact. Lucian agrees to make 5 potions for the party, and Lazuli offers to make a scarf. Lucian is also dodgy about some other night plans, and Lazuli doesn't like that motherfucker. Except for the fact, they do. They like him. She likes him. That's, yeah. We then find Zio, after his conversation with Ishwar, settling into bed and feeling the magic course through him. We see the change of Lulu, who takes on her new form as a Current's companion as Zio's connection to his sorceress origins deepen. Now, much more akin to like a cute winged cat, we have Lulu, who lulls Zio off to sleep because that boy is EBDP and needy to sleepy. So Zio passes out. That was pretty accurate. We find Whistle also EP from getting his butt kicked. Excuse me, gamers. I'm laughing too much, so the cough is hyperactive. Whistle heads to his room, has a small conversation with Nikolai. Nikolai actually apologized for holding back and affirmed that he would not let that happen in an actual fight. And Whistle actually apologized for the weight that is on Nikolai's shoulders. The two seeming to have a moment of connection and understanding and some healthy communication. It's then unfortunate... What are you laughing at, Lou?
The stupid gif I dropped.
Oh god, I haven't seen it. You know what? I'm gonna wait till after I'm done talking.
Doing this, like the fire snap, but then it's a heart, like the Korean heart fingers.
I hate your bitch ass. Okay, but then Whistle gets a knock on his door, and turns out it's one. It's one Kaelin Vryn. Kaelin, worried that he has made somebody upset through the act of physical violence, decided to check in with Whistle and say, "Hey, bud, how you doing? Sorry about that. You okay?" Kaelin also opened the door for communication. As broached previously, it's became very clear that both Whistle and Kaelin have contended with, or are contending with, similar traumas, similar experiences. So the two shared experience. So the two bonded a bit over that, and Whistle offered a double date when the crew is back in Illenbell. Nikolai and Whistle and Echinacea and Kaelin going dancing when things are a bit more calm. With that, your boy went to bed. What did Nikolai do? When Nikolai's a bit more human. Oh, God. We then pick up with Echinacea in their room, studying after their sparring match with Lucian, Kaelin, and Whistle. They're poring over their notes as Eadwulf pops up and gives his own little helpful hints. The two then have a very lovely conversation about autonomy and, ensuring that Eadwulf does not have to rely on the things that Koliada made him do when he was under her control, and when he was under Kerves's control. Eadwulf made it clear that he wanted to help, and he enjoyed fighting. He just liked being able to decide when to do so. Then the two had a sweet little engagement, had a nice little check-in about exploring Eadwulf's latent magic, because it was clear to Echinacea that it is within them. So, exploring what that is and how they can use it. We then shift to a horrifying scene Echinacea unaware as they're pouring over their notes. The way I watched that clip over today, that shit was so funny. That shit was so funny to me. The window unlocks, and sneaking into the room is one creepy ass Lucian Whitmore, who tucks Echinacea's hair behind their ear and puts a hyacinth in it. He reveals his pact with Lazuli, and the two pour over the fairy's genius. Lucian reveals that he is there to teach Echinacea how to fly with their acquisition of Lord Tarvish's flying boots, and the two, after a bit of coaxing and nerves, make their way outside. Echinacea finding beauty in the darkness of the boots of their murderer, manifesting starlight, the starlight of Minri, and dancing across them as they and Lucian fly through the night sky. We then pick up in the morning. Lazuli is a bit eager to get going. I think that's easy enough to say. She makes it down to the kitchen where Lucy and Abbott are making breakfast. She agrees to help and begins to do so. She is immediately frustrated because Durwood has already invited people over to Ishroar's and has not told anybody shit about it. So she's like, that's bad. We then pick up with Zio, who wakes up and sees Lulu, is excited, decides it's time to go down and get breakfast and inform everybody of their thoughts regarding the orbs and what the next moves are, and revealing that they did not indeed take the orbs in. Echinacea, after seeing Lucian stay up all night making the 5 potions to adhere to he and Lazuli's pact, they decide to walk down to get breakfast together, linking arms with Kaelin as they walk out of the room. There's conversation of breaking into Lazuli's room to finally get that to her, but the conversation is calmed and it doesn't happen. Zio then intersects with that quartet, and the two boys, Lucian and Kaelin, make their way forward as Zio asks to speak privately with Echinacea, showing off Lulu first. The pair are both excited about this Current's companion's new form, but Zio does apologize to Echinacea for his selfishness and the way he approached the argument with the orbs. Two of them, communicating and having a bit of understanding there. We then pick up with the group at breakfast. Oh god, I'm getting a little fuzzy, guys, if you want to help me here. If you want to. I believe the group gets to breakfast, but before that, oh, that's right. David has a conversation with Abbott. Whistle has a conversation. No, it was David. Whistle has a conversation with Abbott, who sought the Hobgoblin out after checking out books that were taken from the library and noticing that the Soulforge text and text on ancient societies was taken by one Whistle. Listen, libraries got systems. They know who took the fucking book. The two had a very eye-opening conversation, ending with Whistle asking Abbott what he would want this soul-forged individual to do, and Abbott made it clear that he would want that person to see them, the Alloy-born, as they are called, as soul-bearing individuals and as people worth fighting for. This gave Whistle, I think, some perspective he needed. And it seems that throughout the rest of the session, he is grappling with what that journey forward looks like, being a bit more open to the idea. Definitely not taking it on wholesale. The group gets to breakfast and discusses next plans with Ishroar. Ishroar then gives Lazuli armor of necrotic resistance, which I put that on your character sheet. Did you add that, Lazuli? Okay. And amulets of health. So everybody has access to one heal spell, just in case they need it. They're going to a fight. That means that they're going to need it. In this time, the group meets Isandro and Deirdre. Isandro being an ex-shaman from the Scorched Up Angie. I said Isandro and they went like this. Isandro and Deirdre. Isandro being an ex-shaman from the Scorched Isle, and Deirdre, Durwood's sister, and an Aasimar chosen Talon fighter of Marvoon, the Platinum Dragon god. Durwood apologizes, and Echinacea and Lazuli make it clear that that is not enough. Ishor is quite literally overwhelmed, but the group settles into breakfast, and the group gets to know a bit more about ancient primeval spirits of the world called the Amine. The Amine are creatures that are spoken to by shaman like Isandro. They are tied to different natural phenomenon. So the group met a wind Amine. The Amine is responsible for flight. Wind Amine take this form of this small little white rabbit with these beautiful white fur, large wings with black tips. And Isandro made it clear that he travels the continent looking to aid these Amine and tend to their needs. It is clear, and Zio is quite struck by Isandro's desire to maintain the balance. It was clear that the two struck each other in a very interesting way. Then, I believe the group pretty much got ready to go, if I'm not missing anything. You did get to talk to your flowers, because they were alive the whole time! Echinacea got to see Flower Amine, and they got to see these flowers take on these beautiful Amine forms and reacted. Now everybody gets to see and communicate with the flowers in the same way that Echinacea does. The group settles into the cart, begins to make their way down the Wavering Peaks. Echinacea approaches Whistle to make a prelude. The two sit and have a truly religious experience as the previously dismissive of the gods Whistle sees Minri in her glory for the first time. The talk about paths and the talk about belief and the talk about building something together, truly striking the Hobgoblin to tears in that moment. A prelude is made. Lazuli is making a scarf and telling Lucian alongside Zio that it's going to be his turn sometime soon. I don't know when that could happen. He's not sure about it, that Lucian. We then end with Isandro sitting atop the carriage, Zio approaching him and getting absolutely red to filth. It is clear that Isandro is a man that is far into his journey, very comfortable with himself, confident in his abilities, and he is open to the emotional states of not only the entities around him, but the people. Zio is quite struck by this individual and his ability to be so open. Given the individuals Zio's met in the past, he's suspecting something off with this motherfucker. But Isandro makes his desire known. To spar if Zio's not too scared. And that is where we ended our session with a tail swish in the small of the back. And we pick up with Lazuli. You are making a scarf, and I'm going to say, we're, at this point, Echinacea and Whistle, you guys are finishing making the prelude. So we're headed into the evening on that first night of travel. Lou's gone. So I'm just saying, some time has passed. Travel has been going very well. There have been no... you guys have not been impeded by weather. You have not been impeded by any creatures here so far. Everything is going according to plan. Ishor is still ahead of you guys. You do get ascending. I will say all of you do. We'll touch base with this after, but I will touch base with it. Oh, you actually have a fucking inspiration point, Lou. Take that immediately. You're welcome.
Also, my coffee's here. I think that's...
God damn it.
I gotta check.
Okay.
But you...
Okay, you are making your scarf. What are you feeling in this moment as you're crafting this item? You know that a part of your pact has been reached. Lucian has made these potions. You only have to reach your end of the bargain. How are you feeling with that knowledge?
I'm feeling good. My coffee is here. I'll be right back. It's out in the cold.
Fuck me. Go ahead. Guys, how's your week been treating you so far?
It's only Wednesday.
Yeah, we're halfway through the week.
Hump day.
Happy hump day, gamers.
Happy hump day, gamers. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lou. Lou's like, my coffee's here.
You know, we're just chilling. Thank you guys for hanging out on Wednesday night.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah.
Oh, never mind. She's back.
it. Oh.
I just know that David came up with his flavor for the prelude.
Oh, let's do that quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So the magic, the oiled slick whirlpool is kind of, built up around us. And as, Minri kind of, stands over the whole ceremony of it, the magic weaves together a dark red leather breastplate that is bound around the shoulders and rib cage with these metal and leather chain links. And affixed to the pad is a clean white sheath. And wrapped around the end of the sheath is a red string that binds Nikolai's hilt. So when Nikolai is sheathed, if he doesn't want to be drawn, the string stays intact.
Oh, I love that. Very cool.
So he can only be drawn when he wants to.
I love that. That fucks.
Yes. Also bringing in like the red string of fate. Incredible.
Very good, David. Inspiration point.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Lazuli.
Yes. Can you hear Finn tearing apart a bag in the background?
No.
Okay, great. I like to surrender paper bags to him.
Yeah, no, can't hear it.
Cool. Well, I'm feeling a little apprehensive. Like, it's exciting, but there's a goal at hand, and I do appreciate that it's a small task, but I don't want to potentially hurt Lucien anymore, and skeptical that this is even going to work, but interested to test the boundaries, especially if the rest of my party is interested in it. And let me so we can get the flavor. There we go. So yeah, and I think I'm knitting. And who's all in? We're in the carriage, or are we?
You guys are in the carriage right now. It currently in the room that you're sitting in is you, Zio, if I remember correctly, or Zio. Would you be sitting up top? Up top, okay. So Zio is up top. I would say you're there with Lucien. Kaylin is down there, and Uldiel are down there. Lapis and Aura are napping because they're old people.
Very lovely. Okay. Well, Zuli's quietly knitting and thinking to herself. And the majority of the scarf is underneath the blanket because it's quite cold, and she wants it to be a surprise.
Okay. Where do you think she is at production-wise with this?
I would say if we've been going for a little while, and she had already been working on it, in the evening, I think she's about to wrap it up.
Okay.
It doesn't take that long to just do a simple.
No, absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. I think you're probably already done or almost done.
Oh, yeah.
Finishing up. Give me a perception check.
All right. Good thing I have advantage. There we go. 29.
Jesus. You see?
You're just like.
Yeah, you see Lucien on the ground, like army crawling, trying to get a peek.
Off my blanket? You scoundrel! What are
No,
you doing?
it's not like that. I want to see the scar. Are you almost done?
It's here. Just wait a moment.
Okay.
Could you create some kind of hot beverage for us? Hear it?
Yes, I'll go make hot toddies.
Okay, thank you. And so she's, tying off the loops, and is finishing up.
He's like, starts making drinks. Kaylin is like, you okay?
Yes. How are you?
Good.
Good. Are you in need of a scarf?
No, I'm not in need of a scarf. Thank you.
That's the implications of do you want to have a pact?
He's like, I am okay. Thank you, though.
Would you like a pact? Not pact. A scarf with the strings attached?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a very nice thing for you to do.
For you or for Lucian?
Both.
We'll see how it turns out. But it could be very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
I trust Lazuli Aster Belrose to to find something that will work for everybody.
Well, we're at least all connected by some death hag pact. Maybe that'll unify.
You have this incredible way of making a death hag pack sound so whimsical.
I am
But-
Faye.
That's because it's you.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment.
It is.
You make everything seem so wholesome and intentional.
I don't know why I do that. I think that oh shit, here I go doing it again. We all have experiences that shape us, and I think that this pact is becoming one for you. And you're taking that experience and you are quite literally making it something different.
I'm trying to shape it as well. There's not many things that can affect you. Well, maybe that's not true. Maybe everything that affects you, you can affect it in some way. Adapt it.
I think that you can absolutely have an influence on the things around you, especially the things that you're actively involved in, and well, I hope what you're doing is working against Elizabeth.
Yes. I mean, even organizations that we're proud of, the Ortel Guild.
Borf.
There's someone walking up and downstairs, and that is not allowed.
He's like, no.
Not under my watch. Yeah, she's just listing different organizations that we've encountered that are both, good, neutral, malicious, and the fact that the people in them have opportunities to shape them.
Yeah.
So that's the sentiment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lucian comes running in with drinks, sets them down, sits. Do you really think they're okay? Their eyes, they're still fucking glossed over.
It's fine.
It's been hours!
Here, close your eyes and hold out your hands.
But I have the drink in my hands.
I'll take them. Okay, hold out your hands.
I'm doing it.
And so you have something that has like this nice kind of plush texture. It's a pretty good wide weave, like this. So it's not like a really fine knit, but it's got a nice squish to it, and it's warm, and decently wide. And it's this nice kind of heathered. You can open your eyes now, and so as I'm describing what it looks like, that makes sense. It's this nice heathered crimson color, and at the very bottoms of each, there's a little gold phoenix feather.
Very cute. He just he smiles and it's just like, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you like it?
I love it.
And I forgot to mention this too, because there's a lot of going on. As she was working, she did have her hair pinned up in the clip.
Okay. Yeah,
because it's something that's like, she's working and taking her out of her way. So yeah, and then she puts the scarf around him, kind of like gives it like the, whenever you're like grabbing someone's collar to like say goodbye, and like almost like the mom or I don't know, that maternal nurturing thing of like, okay, I think that should do it.
Sort of adjusts it a little bit and makes it a little loose so he's comfortable, but it's kind of like it's hanging very loosely, very comfortably, and he's like, I very much like it, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the potions. They will definitely be coming in handy.
Yes, I am aware. And Lazuli, you've completed your first pact. You can make a fair fall charm of your choice.
Ooh, yay! Okay.
And you only have to make 4 more in order to bump your con back up by 1.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And does that require? That doesn't require a
It doesn't require the ritual. It doesn't require the ritual, and it doesn't require the It doesn't require the this casting of your coven spell.
Got it.
So you can just pick one for free. All right.
I think since I'm imbued with power, you see, I can make these sorts of charms. They're charms that witches use, witches and hags.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes out her book. Would there be one that you would want?
Oh, you decide.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Very well. Do you know if you can make your own?
My own what?
Create your own charms. These are set charms, which is like with spells. I think with the right type of intention and knowledge, you may be able to make your own charms. No? Or have you ever seen anyone be able to do that?
That would be something to explore. Somebody with someone who's had Hagrot would have a connection to the earth.
Right.
Maybe that is latent power I can draw on, but I haven't tried. Maybe I will.
I was just thinking on it while I was knitting. And then an above table, Alec.
Yep.
I do not mean to spam. This is not something that, but like she does kind of want to test the limitations. Like, what is the real agreement that constitutes a pact? And I understand it's like a DM, like this is, I'm not trying to be like, okay, I'm just going to say, do this over and over again, but I want to see how small a pact can be. Like, is it something conceptual? Does it have to be something tangible? That's what she's exploring. I'm not intending to exploit this, if it is something.
Oh, no, absolutely. I trust you completely. I have no worries.
Okay. Would you be interested in exploring the extent of what a pact entails? How small or granular could we be? It's something that I'm still trying to figure out the bounds of.
Yes. This one worked pretty well for me so far. I have a scarf and nothing else, so I'm good with that.
Right. Well, so we've done an exchange of physical goods.
Yep.
Could it be even just an agreement that you would say a word or do an action?
Oh, you want to make a pact?
Why, sure. Of course I do. But again, the wording is important and this could backfire. So
you should
I think
talk to someone smarter than me about the verbiage first.
I see.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely. That's fucked me once. You know what? Talk to somebody smarter. Write it down. I'll be your guinea pig.
Right. Because the tangible goods, I think, was safe between you and I.
Yes. Because it was just...
Right.
Yes.
Measurable. Attainable.
Measurable. You gave me scarf. I gave you potion. Done.
Right. My pacts, I've received a type of power. I'm also curious at what type of power I could bestow on other people.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, if you think about it, you could do that now, but the power wouldn't be yours. You'd be gifting the Earth's power.
True.
Fuck. You know what? All right.
I'm just, before I make any actual pacts, I still have to think about it, and I don't want it to just be all in my head.
Yep. Think about it. I'd say you probably could, but just think about it and then.
Right.
Thank you again for the scarf.
You're welcome. And you can have other knitted goods without a pact as well.
Wonderful. Much appreciated. It is at this point that you both, you guys see Whistle and Echinacea stir from their ritual.
Good morning. And then she hands them the hot beverages.
Whistle's like,
You. Whistle, look at you. Look at Nikolai.
And he's going to set the beverage down, and kind of admire the way the dagger's kind of set up. It's kind of blade up a bit and vertical downwards, so you just kind of grab from like below. Yeah.
This is quite something. I feel Minri's magic.
He'll travel and grow with you as you walk your path.
Thank you, Doctor.
How does Nikolai feel? Does he feel cozy, swaddled?
I feel like a king. Oh my god. I'm gilded, adorned in red. Look at me. Phenomenal.
Nigel Thornberry.
Yes. I feel smashing.
Smashing.
I will
He's
say,
going to draw.
you all hear this. As the
We all heard Nikolai?
The Prelude's magic allows all of you to communicate with Nikolai.
I think it
Nikolai.
definitely doesn't
Hello!
register to Whistle that
Oh my
it's
God.
out loud until he sees everybody's reactions.
Did they just address me?
We can hear you. Yes.
Wow! You can. Incredible. Hello. It is good. Oh, wow. This is delight. Yes! Oh.
Whistle can't hide anything from us now.
Nikolai
guess
in
not.
his mind to you, Whistle. Oh, yes, we can.
Let him think.
Let me think. Oh my god, I know. We're so fucked.
Isn't this is incredible? Everyone, Nikolai, everyone.
Hello.
Hello again, Nikolai.
Hello again. Lazuli, Zio, Kaylin, Lucian.
Hi.
How are we? Well, this is nice.
Wonderful. This is so good.
Lucian's like, do you like them?
I love them. This tastes like tea, but more.
It is. He just recites the recipe for future use.
Oh, alcohol.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
You are very welcome. Thank you, Lazuli, for having me be the fucking butler.
Nice
Only
scarf.
being a butler.
I had to keep you busy while I finished your scarf. And now they have drinks after us 8 hours of doing intense magical enmeshment.
Yes,
Why
I
do you
always feel very
sour?
thirsty
Yeah,
afterwards.
Well, I'm
Did you
glad-
just
Yeah. Yeah, why are you complaining? You're doing something kind for Echinacea.
It was a ruse. I'm upset at the ruse, not the final result.
I didn't intend to give the to your
What did
credit.
you think it was? Ruse?
I thought I
You
was
were
going to have
getting
a hot
drink.
coffee.
You were getting drinks.
Fuck
What is the
it.
ruse in hey, go get drinks?
There were 3 people there present. Me, Kaylin, Lazuli.
And you didn't
Uh-huh.
get Kaylin a drink?
That's rude.
What kind of drink could have been for
I'm
you?
fucking...
Truly the worst butler alive.
I'm going to bed. Fuck you.
Lucian,
Yes.
that looks very nice on you.
Damn. He's He's standing there like this, scarf just fully. He looks down. Oh, fuck, thank you.
You're welcome.
Over his shoulder. I'm going to bed. Good night.
It's only like 8 p.m.
I'm tired.
It is.
I didn't sleep last night.
He is sleepy, grumpy, always.
Should we stop the carriage and make camp?
You do, guys. You did bit.
When?
Ishor stops.
You guys do get ascending. It's actually this illusory manifestation of Ishroar in the center of your carriage. Hello. We have reached a good point to stop for the night. If we would all like to park our carriages here, we can set up a nice little, caravan, and we can rest.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
This is very cool magic.
Oh, it's just a little astral projection.
Crazy.
Just a
My man
small,
just drops
teensy
astral projection to
Insane.
talk to the cards.
bit. All right.
Yo.
All right.
Dragon drip.
So you guys park your carriage for the night. And then we'll get to activities for everything that everybody wants to do. Lazuli, I know that we already kind of did your stuff. Zio, I know what your horny ass want to do.
That's
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't want to spar with Isandro?
You want to spar?
Zio is very interested in the Amine, and Zio, I think, once they park.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this is Angie
that's-
bratting me and changing their plans last minute.
Yeah, yeah. You thought. Sit down.
I'm already sitting.
Sit.
Okay, so you want to dive into the Amine?
Yeah, I feel like Zio is very interested in the Amine, especially everything that they've learned. And in true Zio fashion, I think they are going to try having no knowledge whatsoever
Oh,
on
sick.
how to do
You're just
how
gonna
to
say,
do it.
Hey!
I think Zio is going to try and like keep themselves busy, and or give themselves a task to go do.
Okay.
It's like, I'll go grab wood for the fire, and then runs off without even waiting for anyone to like follow.
Yeah. You guys see Zio like trot off into the forest.
Yeah. And I like to imagine that Lulu is there. Lulu is not in their current companion form.
No,
I think
she's
that
just
once
in her.
that once the hour runs out, she's just
the familiar.
Serpent form. Yeah.
She just kind of. I'm small again.
It's okay. Maybe if I get a little bit stronger, you'll
Listen.
last a little bit longer.
That, whatever works.
Yeah. But I want to try talking to this Amine.
Oh, okay. What are we going to say?
I don't know. I think maybe we can try and coax one of them to talk to us.
How do
I
we
just
do
want
that?
to try it out. I don't know. I've just remembered the way that Isandro would just kind of whisper.
Okay, so we whisper.
I think we need to really, really, really put our intention at a certain thing around us. And I think Zio's going to walk up to a log and going to notice, like, is trying not to do something too big. I think they're going to find a log that is like a mushroom log.
Yeah.
Finds a little colony clump of different types of mushrooms.
Different.
And Zia's going to get down on their knees, close to the ground in the dirt, and then get really close to the mushrooms, like right here.
Yeah.
Like eyes sort of cross-eyed on like this little clump.
Just a little thing, this little red cap.
Yes.
Okay. As you're kind of setting yourself up, how are you appealing to this mushroom? Which is the craziest thing I've ever said so far.
Yeah.
Like what is it that you're trying? Not true. What is it that you're trying to embody? Like what are you feeling as you're reaching out? What are you trying to encourage? How are you? Yeah. when you.
I think Zio is just going to. Let me see if there's anything that I could potentially kind of flavor this with. Okay. I think Zio is going to use taumaturgy to make their voice almost vibrate. Kind of just like the kind of like putting your ear to the ground to like hear the vibrations of something. So it's a similar sensation, but just like resonating from their voice. It's quiet enough that it's just for this area, but it kind of carries sort of like a lasting, almost like white noise effect. And they're just gonna get really close doing that. And then, if you're there, would you be willing to speak with me?
What I want you to do is to give me a persuasion check, but add your wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay. So
persuasion plus your whiz.
cool. Let's see, persuasion plus wisdom. You good? Oh, bud.
I drank coffee and had a cough at the same time.
So that is 14 plus 4, 18 plus 9, 27.
Jesus Christ. You kind of just hear, what? It's fucking cold out here.
It is. It's really cold.
You see as this mushroom shifts, the cap folds upward, and much like the flower almanae that you saw Isandro introduce to Echinacea and the party, you see this little like old person face. The stem kind of splits into these long fingered arms as it just pulls the cap like back as much as it can, and you see the little tissue strands that exist within the head kind of fall down to mimic hair. Just what?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you. And then hands over a little finger to shake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I just wanted to see if I could talk to you.
Well, here we are. What now?
I don't know. Maybe you go back to sleep? What do you do when you're not... Are you... How does it work?
What?
You're just sort of hiding in plain sight?
What? I mean, I exist within the wide expanse of the world. You know, mushrooms have this, like, interconnected system where they're connected to hundreds of mushrooms across the vastness of... Then why are you asking me the question?
No, it's just very exciting.
Are you talking about the fact that I'm a mushroom or the fact that I am a spirit tied to a mushroom?
The fact that you're a spirit tied to a mushroom.
That makes sense. It's kind of actually the same thing in regards to like the connection to the mushroom stem. Like I'm connected to everything in this patch of land. Everything. The rock
I'm really
over there
surprised.
is an asshole. The trees over there are really nice. The animals, don't even get me fucking started. They ate my cousins.
Oh, you know curse words.
Yes, I know. What? I was here before any of you. Of course I know curse words. Who do you think invented them?
You're surprisingly giving up a lot of information. What is your name?
Mushroom.
Mushroom? Just mushroom?
I like to take on the name of whatever I am in any given lifetime.
Is that the same for all of you? Everyone is mushroom?
No.
You are all mushroom, we are all mushroom?
No. I just like living a simple existence. You know, being a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, some people like to get married and, you know, live life. It's not for me.
Who would want that? Wow.
Stupid, if you ask me. Like, what are you going to do? Go to a little spirit chapel, hold hands, and say, well, we're married now. You know what that means?
Spirits get married?
Spirits intertwine, yeah.
Interesting.
It's just soul bonding.
Soul bonding.
your concept of birth, to
Mhm.
when a mommy people
You
and a
know
daddy
about birth?
people. Yeah, when a mommy people
Wow.
and a daddy people love each other very much. They
Okay, yeah, you don't have to explain it to me,
Oh,
Mushroom.
so okay. I didn't learn it long ago, so I kind of like regurgitating the fact that I know it. But
That's
our beings merge
uh-huh.
with a beloved's,
Uh-huh.
and then we create our line. We reincarnate into double the amount of Amine.
I find like I'm learning so much that I didn't even anticipate to learn about very specific things, but good to know.
You're welcome.
Can I have something of you that I can keep to remind me of this conversation?
Like what?
I don't know.
You can't get high off me.
I'm not going to do that. What?
Some people try.
I know what type of mushroom you are. I know that that's not possible. You are very tasty.
You gonna fucking eat me?
I'm not gonna eat you. I said this is gonna be a memento of this momentous occasion.
Memento of this momentous occasion. Well, yeah, I don't know, just pick me up.
Do you want me to take you?
Oh, fuck yeah, take me with you.
Okay. Zio's going to very gently pick up this mushroom.
Oh yeah.
And then just kind of put them, I don't know. He's going to put them on top of their head.
Just sits there. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. It's like this is the tallest you've ever. This is the tallest you've probably ever felt.
No, I was a bear once.
A bear? Wait, do the Amine reincarnate differently?
Yep.
What did you do to end up as a mushroom?
I don't know. It was a mushroom.
I think it's very funny that you know curse words, being a mushroom and all.
I don't know why that's funny.
I think that's very funny.
Like,
Come on, Lulu, let's go.
who's Lulu? My name is Mushroom.
Not you.
I understood. Lulu's like,
It's like, why are you talking to this mushroom?
Lulu has not been able to communicate with Mushroom the whole time.
Yeah, I think Zio forgot the lie they told and comes back completely empty-handed with no wood for the fire.
You guys see Zio come back with a mushroom on top of his head? No wood.
No wood.
As you walk up, Whistle's gonna look at the mushroom and go,
So you want us to burn that instead?
What?
This is my friend.
If they burn me,
Okay.
Wait, can they see you talking?
the group will be able to see Mushroom
really?
talking.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
apologies, I
Yeah,
guess.
you
I'm sorry.
fucking better apologize. Is it
He
weird to you
cursed.
that I swear?
He curses a lot. Or
That's allowed.
You know, I shouldn't have said. Is it he, they, she,
Anything.
anything?
Yeah.
Well, they do curse loud. I just think it's funny because they're so small.
What's your name?
Mushroom.
That's simple enough.
It's
She's an Amine.
yes.
Nice to meet you, Mushroom. I'm Whistle.
Okay, it's weird that my name is Mushroom, but it's fine that his name is Whistle.
I didn't
I'm
say it's
not
weird
a
that your
whistle.
name is Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Do you whistle?
Ironically, no.
that's not true. You whistle for your weapons sometimes.
It's true.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody's names, give them up.
Oh, I'm Zio.
See you. Yep. Welcome.
Welcome.
May I ask, is there anything we can do for you? I learned that that flower spirits, flower Amine like birds. Is there anything you like that we can do for you, accomplish for you?
I like music.
You like music.
Oh yeah. I technically count as like a flower or flora Amine, but birds wig me out. I like music.
I think
Rum-pa-pum-pum.
if I feel if you ask nice enough, the Amine will speak to you. regardless of which one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hmm?
You just have to know they're there.
Yeah.
All of you see as Isandro comes down. Would you look at that?
Zio grabs a little mushroom and like holds it up to Isandro. What'd you think?
He gets a mushroom. Hello, my friend. How are you feeling?
Why can't we hear it? Why can't we hear it? We're having a one-on-one conversation.
Oh, yes. They are quite loud, yes.
What's happening?
I think the Amine can choose whether or not we hear them.
Mushroom is excited to be here. I am.
Like
That's
that.
all I said.
I'm glad you're with us. You seem like a fun guy.
I'm a
Whistle.
Someone had to say it, man.
Damn, you're right. Drop down to level 5 for me.
Gotcha. That's fair.
No.
All right. Isandro looks at Yuzio. Well, you've already seemed to learn one lesson without my help. Would you like to learn another?
What other one?
Oh, did you want to spar or are you scared?
No, yes, I am. I'm not scared. Points. I would like to spar, yes.
All right. Well, I'll meet you here in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, will we have an audience? Looks between Echinacea, Whistle.
I have so much to make, but I'll be nearby.
Wonderful. All right. Isandro goes to stretch. Ishror comes out.
No, sure. Hello.
Hi, yes. Hello. If I understand correctly, people wanted to craft, and I have ready fingers and a friend who actually reached out. Everybody, you see a large form come out of Ishror's carriage, donning plate armor, a large scar across the right side of his face, 2 tusks coming up from his bottom lip. You see Ross.
Echinacea sprints and throws their arms around him.
Hey!
Oh my god!
Ross was the half-orc Magus Arcana member that defected and helped you guys escape.
In session 1.
Echinacea escape. Yep.
Got it.
Hey
What
there.
are you doing here?
Well, I found a letter from Ishror when I got home in the Scorched Isle, and I responded to it. He said that he was not going to be at his castle because he was doing something, and he mentioned you guys, and I was like, shit. Maybe I can help. And plus, I've been dying to see you. Hey,
So good to see you.
you look good. I like the outfit change.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I can tell you all of their names now. And Echinacea introduces him to every single flower in their
Okay.
floating terrariums. Here's Claudette Marie Laveau, the second of the Whitmore Laveaus.
Hello.
Here's Duchess Delilah. This is Heather,
Hello.
the Hyacinth. This is
Heather.
Jonathan. This is Rivden. And
Hello.
this is Robert, but he prefers Robbie sometimes.
Robert. Hi, guys. I am Ross. Lazuli, it's good to see you. Zio, it's good to see you. I don't know that guy. What's up,
Ross.
my guy?
Whistle, this is Ross.
Nice to meet you, Ross.
Hey,
Whistle.
how's it going?
He doesn't shake hands.
He just,
But
He helped
no,
me.
it's-
He broke me out of prison.
I did. And it,
Okay, he'll shake a hand.
oh, thanks. It seems like it was the right call. You look happy.
It's. I've been out almost as long as I was imprisoned. Just a couple more weeks.
Well, I'm glad I'm here to celebrate with you. Well, we're crafting, right?
Yes, is Tulip here?
All of you hear the cry of a griffin as Tulip lands and just sort of walks up. Just,
You're so pretty.
You're a griffin rider.
yeah. Yep.
Wait, did you learn griffin riding in Norfolk?
Oh no, I learned that in the Isle.
Wait, the Scorched Isle?
Yeah. From there, born and raised.
Cool. Me too.
What? I remember. All right. Well, I'm here to craft. I'm here to help, and we're gonna, take out some shadow organizations, as if I understand correctly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So, Echinacea, what are you looking to craft specifically tonight?
So I was looking to spellcraft, but given that this has happened, they will, I guess, hold off for later in the week.
Okay.
So, because they were going to learn a bunch of spells from Uldiel.
Okay. Well, and yeah, we can touch on that. That's not going to take long.
Yeah. They want to make so that we can carry out our plan with the Circle of the Umbra, hats of disguise.
Okay. So you recruit. Well, who do you recruit?
Ross.
Yep.
Lapis is asleep.
Lapis is asleep. You can wake him up.
Lazuli, is it rude to go wake up your father?
He's here for a reason, isn't he?
Yes. And Lucy and Kaylin, both of you know this spell, and both of you are very talented crafters.
Lucian just it'll cut the time considerably. I can help.
Thank you.
Of course.
We go get Lapis.
Yeah. You run back into the carriage. You see Aura making coffee.
Good morning. Evening.
Evening.
Night.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
A friend who broke me out of prison is here. His name is Ross. I think you'll like him very much. And he's going to help us craft. So I was looking for Lapis. Also, do you craft? Thanks.
I'm not a big crafter. I'm not, I got messy hands. But, I'll go wake Lapis up if you want, or you can. It's up to you.
I'll leave that in your capable hands. Your capable, messy hands.
My capable, messy hands are good. All right. Kicks the door open. Lapis!
Oh, those aren't your hands at all.
He just what? Echinacea wants to talk to you. Right, yeah. Gets he's wearing the Ebenezer Scrooge night onesie with the hat over his head. Says, good morning. Sorry about that. It is morning, right?
No.
Hmm?
It's about 8 p.m.
Son of a bitch. How can I help you?
I would like to enlist your aid in crafting hats of disguise so that we may trick the Circle of the Umbra.
That would be wise.
And then trick the Shadow Court.
Yes. Yes, on it. I was also going to talk about crafting some mana shields.
Yes, please.
Yes, all right. Well, let's get to crafting. Okay. So, you, Ishror, Kaylin, Lucian, Ross, Lapis, all kind of sit outside. What I need you to give me... 6. So this is going to take... altogether, this is only going to take about 4 hours. Just because you guys are making an abundance of them. So making one would be cut down to 30 minutes given the people there. The fact that you're making a bunch, we're going to say about 4 or 5 hours. You went from making a prelude to be like, all right, time to dive back in.
After this, I'm sleeping.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
So what I want you to do is go ahead and give me an Arcana check and tell me what Echinacea is offering to this. We're going to call it a ritual. We're going to tell, it's a group of casters sitting in a circle, crafting things together. What are you offering here?
What is Echinacea offering? For the sake of disguise, for the sake of shrouding their friends. I think Echinacea plucks a strand of blue from the weave, plucks a strand of their floating golden hair, and plucks one bristle from the phoenix quill and binds them in this helix. The helix starts to spiral in the center of the circle and then twists sideways. Essentially, I think they're making like a weaving chain for everyone to pour into.
Oh, cool. Love that.
Because they are strictly magically crafting,
Yeah.
even though obviously like we have an artificer.
Yep.
That is how they go about this. This floating weave. Stitching itself in front of them. And I think each of the hats that they're creating is meant for a particular individual and is styled accordingly.
Perfect. Yeah, you see as Lapis is definitely doing like the physical construction. You see him, taking on the description of it's almost as if he's reading that helix you have put in front and the intention there, and he's picking up on those designs and beginning to put them into actuality. So we'll describe them once they're all put on, folks, but the different hats are made, and you see that's the part of that seems to be taking the longest, just because it is Lapis physically making something. You see in this ritual, similar to Pelgon's magic, you see flecks of silver scales begin to ignite within Ishor's hands as you see around this helix, individual snowflake patterns begin to sprout forth from it, his magic joining this ritual and speeding up this process. You see as Kalen begins to mutter in Undercommon under his breath, and you see the phases of the moon sort of dancing above the helix. Kalen, not as skilled in the arcane, is sort of muttering under his breath. He trips up at first a couple times, but you do see eventually it is this emerald sort of glasswork that sort of encases the entire helix, almost like a vase of sorts. You see these like glass panes sprout and sort of when broken glass pieces are like put together to make something else, akin to that. So it's like these pieces of glass sort of wrap around, and you see all of this magic begin to pour into the separate hats that are made over the course of the next 4 or 5 hours. You guys have 15 hats of disguise. And what was your Arcana check?
26.
Perfect. Yep. All right. So that is what you're doing for the evening. Sound good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're crafting. Ross is like, his takes on this wreath of flowers that just like sits at the ends of each of the glass panes. But you can see he's just kind of bouncing up and down. Tulip is sitting in front of the fire where you guys are working, and she's like bored, but she's like very interested in what's going on. Her wings are just kind of like picking up snow as she's just kind of like entertaining herself.
Since this is like such a long process, I think Echinacea is like nestled underneath Tulip's head, like in her haunches.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's like...
And then absently giving her scritches as they go.
There is a point where like you're kind of busy working and you're giving those scritches. You hear that one last like exhale of an animal before they go to sleep, and and she's gone. Her head just kind of gently lays in your lap, like you're not you're not in a horrid position, but absolutely. Okay, Whistle, are you crafting anything? Are you?
I want to talk to Isandro, but I kind of want to wait till after the sparring session.
Okay, cool.
So
I will say, Uldiel does approach you, and heads up, I'm changing her voice. I get it confused with Kalen's too much. She's just gonna sound like Minthara because it's just perfect.
There you go.
Nice.
Whistle.
Yes, Uldiel. How are you?
I am fine. I've heard that you have a desire to practice more upfront combat.
Yes, I think I want to better protect the party.
Good. That is a goal that you and I share. Well,
Is this something you think you can help me with?
I'm a knight of the Winter Court. Of course this is something I can help you with.
A knight of the Winter Court.
Yes. Now defunct in the eyes of the Feywild, but formidable on my own.
Interesting. As a knight of the Winter Court and a peer.
Well, my queen was corrupted. Her life was sent in ruin by an ex-lover, Kevaith. Gave her a blade that not only corrupted her, but led her to begin ruining the line of the Rethian. Hence, Echinacea's experience, stealing of their memories, the stealing of their husband and his autonomy. So the Winter Court, with her leadership gone, crumbled. Which I imagine was the Shadow Court's will.
These are pretty impressive forces between the Shadow Court, Fey Court, the Winter Court.
Yes.
Seems I've come into a rather significant company.
Well, let's give you the skills to stand next to us and not hold any of us back.
I'd appreciate that.
Right. At attention. She very quickly gets into like captain mode, and you two begin just running forms throughout the course of the evening. All right. Zio, you feel a boop on your nose by a fur-tufted tail.
Hey.
It's been 20 minutes.
Okay, so you can be patient. Not like we're going anywhere.
No, but I give you as much time as possible to heal.
Why do you want to spar anyways?
I think it's good to get to know what each other can do. Don't you?
I agree.
It's a good way to stay limbo, prepared for anything that can happen.
True. Well. What are the rules? What are the terms? How are we?
Go all out.
Weapons and everything?
Weapons and everything.
Okay. Zio is going to jump into the sky, activating their boots of flight.
Roll me initiative.
Get him, Angie.
Initiative
Get him,
15.
Zio.
15?
Yeah.
Let me get... Oh no. We're gonna use this map again.
Ooh, map. Actually, let me open up Roll20 real quick. It's been a minute. It's been quite the minute. Oh boy, oh boy.
Group, if you guys want to... Oh fuck, I need an Isandro token. Good thing I just made a pit crew.
You did.
If you guys want to place yourselves on the map, like where you're doing stuff, feel free.
Magic powwow, think.
Magic powwow.
Love Magic Powwow.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fight this Google tab.
Oh god, the tabs have changed on Roll20.
I know, it's
no,
gotta be
what
different.
happened?
It's got an updated look.
It's like, so good for you, roll 20, but also
I don't do change.
I don't
Help
do change
me.
good.
I don't do change good.
I'm like, where's my boy?
Help me.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Deception.
Disgrace.
For shame.
For shame. All right. Pray for me, guys. I'm
Pray for Zio.
Oh God.
Everybody get a prayer circle going for Zio Marino of the Scorched
Oh
Stone.
no, I'm actually kind of worried about this, honestly, not gonna lie.
Can I know his whistle, like what level Isandro might be?
Isandro is level 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely pray for me, guys.
He's only one level above you, but he is a blood hunter.
Okay.
So you
blood
got
hunters at higher levels can be fucking insane. So.
As what, dude? I remember playing Baldur. That motherfucker went crazy. I think of that Draco Lich fight fondly.
Okay.
You mean when you...
You were unmuted. We heard you.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Sorry, it said I was still muted. You pinned the Dracolich, right?
Correct. I pinned it. Yeah. Shit hits. Hi, honey.
Hey. Nice. Okay. Sure.
Shannon's just fucking standing there like. Love you. No. Sorry. Fucking getting this token up there. All right. Boom. There he is. We're going to start here. All right. And then you got a 15?
Yes, 15.
Okay, Isandro.
But I'm already in the air.
Yep. How high up are you?
I'm going to say 30 feet.
30 feet? Noted.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Okay. He's got... Isandro got a 17.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to use his bonus action to shift. Because he is an Order of the Lycan Blood Hunter, but he is not actually a lycanthrope. You see as Isandro takes his jacket off and drops it to the ground, he puts his hands up in the sky, and you see as he does, these red tattoos that were hidden under his jacket and beard light red. And as they do, you see these like almost like tiger markings stretch down to the tips of his fingers as he reaches out, and you see 2 wind Amine land on his wrists as he begins to shift. His tusks extend, his horns elongate and curl around the back of his head, and wings sprout red from the tattoo ink from his back as he sort of rears down.
Fuck.
And he begins to fly.
Rip Zio.
This! I'm fucked!
And he currently shifted as a 50-foot movement speed.
Guys!
So he flies up to you. And like he's full on Beast from Beauty and the Beast right now. Like that's the aesthetic vibe.
Uh-huh.
And he looks to you, Zio.
Shall we get started?
And he slashes forward with a claw. Does a non-nat 20 hit?
Let me see real quick, though, if I have got anything to help me.
You have shield.
You got
Yes.
shield.
I have shield. That's true, I do have shield.
Gonna cast shield?
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
that also helps, reaction.
Yeah, it helps until the start of your next turn, right?
Okay, cool. Yep.
And then the next hit is 18 doesn't hit, so both miss. But you see, as Isandro is completely shifted and just smiling.
Good magical application.
And it's your turn.
It's like, oh Zio just
brother. This
like,
guy
oh, brother.
stinks.
Zio hops in his don't patronize me. And then,
I'm not.
and Zio, that's the thing Zio doesn't know.
Yeah, he's being
Zio's
the most
like-
genuine he's ever been, and you're just like, stop it!
And it's like, oh, a person being genuine. Every single person that I've met outside of the current group has been an asshole and a liar. I don't know about this.
Yeah, fair
Zio
enough.
is going to it's until the start of my the shield is until the start of my
So
next
it's
of my
gone
turn.
now.
So it's gone. Okay.
Correct.
Zio is going to cast Oleander's Thorny Armor, but is going to use actually, should I? Yeah, I will. Oleander's Thorny Armor. And is going to use some of their sorcerer one of their sorcerer feats to make it a bonus action.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken, let me double check. Where are my sorcerer points? Yeah. Where are you?
It's called Quicken
Quicken
Spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm spending my 2 points to make that a bonus action. And then Zio is going to, let me see. Sure. That I could.
I got a gripe with D&D Beyond. This shit
Ah.
makes you change. You have to go into the character creation screen and shift from like normal form to hybrid form in the character builder, not on the sheet itself. It's so bass backwards.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And
Nope.
and then Zio is going to use Thunder Wave.
Okay.
To kind of try and push the Sandra away. I don't know if that'll succeed,
Okay.
but however,
Because he has to make a saving throw, correct?
he has to make a on a failed save. What is the save? Constitution 16 saving throw.
Okay.
He's a blood hunter, so I'm sure he has a very high con.
17.
Fuck. Okay. So that I don't think he takes any damage whatsoever.
No, I think Thunderwave is a saver suck.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much
Oh, okay.
damage
Roll it.
and isn't. So half as much damage and isn't.
And it's
pushed.
thunder
So he's
damage?
not- it is thunder damage. And that's going to be 4 points of thunder damage.
He takes it.
And then Zio is going to I don't think I can do any movement right now. No. That's fine. We're good.
Button's
That's
just
it.
vibing to the fight music right now. Okay.
Zio's just preparing for like the next attempted hit or try
Alright.
hit.
I wasn't patronizing you. Truly. It was smart application. You see as the tattoos ignite underneath the fur now grown on his arms as he activates his Crimson Right. In his hybrid form, he is able to apply his Crimson Right to his predatory strikes. And he is going to use... which ones you got? Bloody... If I remember correctly, he has Crimson Right of the storm. So you see his electricity begins to crackle through his hands as he will go ahead and make his attacks against you. The first is a non-nat 20.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Non-nat 20 does hit. I am going to use give me 1 second, I'm trying to read.
No, you're fine. And so then a 24 hits as well.
24 definitely hits. I am going to use. Yeah, I'm gonna use shield again.
Do
If
both
that's
miss?
okay. Huh?
Do both
Not
miss?
both.
Just
No, the second one. The second one hits.
Okay.
But the first one.
So
yeah.
you're going to take altogether 4 plus. So 10 slashing damage, and then whoops, cocked, and then 5 lightning damage.
Okay, so 10 slashing and 5 lightning.
Correct.
Okay, this
And
is a
then-
melee attack.
This is a melee attack, and he is
Okay.
going to use his bonus action to do a predatory strike. So he gets to attack with his bonus action. as well.
Before he does that, he
Yep.
needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It's not very high, but if he fails, he is poisoned for 1 minute.
18.
18. Okay, yeah, no, he
Not poison.
not poisoned.
Okay. So this next one to hit.
Oh, also, I just realized, Thorny Armor boosts me up +3, so I actually should be at 19, and then +5 with any shield I'm doing.
So 24.
Additional.
But
so-
meets it, beats it.
Meets a beats it, yeah.
Yep.
So right now,
So-
technically, I'm at 19, and any shield will bump me up to 20.
Perfect. Well, that one is an 18 plus 10 for a 28.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
I'm so sorry. Just to make sure, it was 10. Remind me again the initial damage from the first.
The initial you took, I believe it was
10 slashing.
10 slashing and then 5 lightning.
Halved the lightning, so that's 2
So
or
2.
3.
Yep, 2.
2. So then 12.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, so for this, you'll take 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then from the lightning, you'll take another 2. So 13 altogether.
So 12 plus 13. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
12 plus 13. That is
25.
25. Yeah, 25. He has to make another Constitution
Yep.
saving throw.
All right. 16.
He
Okay.
passes.
And I'm gonna give a quick round to the group watching. Anything you guys are saying, anything you guys are doing as this fight's going on.
Whistle's cackling.
Zio, you hear Whistle just like cackling as Uldiel's like, focus up. And so
In a second. Look, they're
you
fighting.
you get a bap to the stomach. You can look when you're done.
Fine.
Lazuli, Echinacea?
Lazuli.
Yes.
So a pact is just a promise with parameters.
Yes. I believe so.
Are you making a bet as a pact?
No, that was not Echinacea's intent.
I gotcha.
If I were playing a
Maybe
different character, they
gathering?
might have. Yeah, just I thought you said like things that they were saying as they went through.
I was.
They're just bringing it up as they watch the fight.
I gotcha. I thought that you were initiating. I was like, oh, incredible.
No,
Okay.
sorry.
Why?
I don't know.
No, go say your thing. You're good.
Have you thought about the ties you want to bind? And it seems like, if Lucian explained it correctly, after 5 you'll be healing.
Yes. Correct.
So we want to make sure that they can be accomplished as quickly as possible.
Right. I would love to talk to you and your brain about the parameters and what would be the smallest pact. I have a couple of things that I'd like to test.
Like what?
Well, is it something that that has to only be accomplished in this small type of way with physical, tangible goods? Or could it be an agreement of something, an action, even if it's just subtle, like wing your nose? Or a word that you could say? Or a thought even? I don't know.
Would you like to test it?
Yes.
Lazuli,
Yes.
I make a pact with you to speak the word sibling at least once.
I don't like the word at least.
It means
That
I can say
verbiage.
it more so that I don't get bound to it.
I see.
Like saying only sibling.
Okay. Oh, you are saying the word sibling.
Yes.
Okay. And you may say it other times. And you may
Yes,
say
I
other
may.
words.
Yes.
Okay. And what would you like in exchange? Right. It's about the give and the take. Will the pact be made if it's equal collateral, or is it allowed to be uneven? And who's to decide? Hello, kitty. See, someone's having fun with the lights.
Well, do you want to test that? Okay, let's test first an exactly equivalent exchange with you doing
Right.
the same in return.
And I will say sibling, and that will be the pact.
At least once in return, and you can say other words, and you don't have to say just sibling.
Yes. Right. Chick.
I love you, my sibling.
I love you, my sibling.
Lazuli, you feel the completion of yet another pact.
Oh
You make
my.
another Fairfall charm. And we pick up to Zio's turn in combat.
Bum, bum.
I do want to. I didn't realize that Oleander's thorny armor is 3rd level, and I accidentally used my 4th level spot for it.
You can just change it out. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just change it
wanted
out.
to fix
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
There's so much in the
No,
screen
you're so
right now.
you're so real. Go ahead. You're fine.
Okay. I think with the proximity of Isandro.
Yeah, you guys are right up on each other.
Yeah. Zio is going to use Zio is going to disengage
Okay.
and fly up. Fly up, I would say, full 40 feet. And then just do a yeah, gonna just attack with their bow.
Okay. Reaction, Blood Curse of the Eyeless. So you see
Is that a spell?
no. You see as tendrils of ink. So go ahead and make the attack roll. Or how far up did you go? Sorry.
I'm 40 feet.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind because you were
Okay.
more than 30 feet away from him.
Okay. Not good. I actually rolled a 1, so.
Okay.
Just a third, yeah. So, critical fail.
Yeah. What are you feeling in this moment as you're like mounting this attack?
I think Zio's having like that moment of like when being told like I'm not condescending to you, I'm being genuine kind of thing. Still not sure of what to make of that. And then in that escape of trying to get up and trying to get in a more advantageous position, they have a flash of this, of like every single worry that was brought on by the decision of not taking the orbs. That feeling of I'm not strong enough. Like I'm not doing it. I could be failing in this moment.
Okay.
Even if it's just a spar.
You take the moment to fire, and Zio, give me a perception check with advantage here.
Um 18.
18. You knock the arrow loose, and as soon as you do, you see the arrow connect to Isandro's person His hide is very strong and just deflects it. But you, in that moment, you see it. You hit him. The only thing that held you back in that moment was yourself. There's that immediate recognition. You had everything you needed to hit him. The thought of not hitting him is what you think made you miss.
Zio shakes it off and
take an inspiration point.
And I think right now that was movement, action, and bonus action.
So that's your economy up?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is it.
Isandro flies upward, closing the distance with you. And you see as he just kind of looks. There it is. And he lunges forward towards you. That is a natural 20. And then the next one is a 29, 19 plus 10.
29, 19 plus 10. So I'm at a 24.
So it's still.
So even with a I'd be
okay.
24,
So
yeah.
we'll get the crit first.
Mm-hmm.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16 slashing damage on the crit. And then 6, 7, 8, 10, 5 5 lightning damage on the crit.
Is that already?
I already halved it. Yep.
You have?
Yep.
Okay.
And then on the second, you are going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slashing damage, and then 3 lightning already halved.
Guys, not doing good, and I haven't even gotten a single hit in.
All right.
I'm literally at 12 points from 69.
I'm 5 feet too far away to Silvery Barb, so it was like...
I don't think Zio would have accepted that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Zio, it's your turn.
Feeling very, like... What, that was a slashing, was it correct?
Yes.
And a thunder and everything?
Yeah.
Zio is, could I have done a reaction?
What reaction?
Absorb elements?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can retroactively do that.
Because it was how many point?
So it was 3 plus 3 on the non-crit, and then it was 5 on the crit. So 8 lightning altogether.
8 lightning altogether.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Zio is going to, in like this adrenaline of this moment, Zio is going to take that lightning energy and redirect it back in such a moment of like ferocity and frustration, with not with his bow, but with just a fucking punch, just
all right.
across the face, with shocking grasp.
Oh, go for it.
So if I am not mistaken with the reaction of absorb elements,
you get to deal extra lightning damage to your next melee attack.
Yes.
Does it say melee attack or melee weapon attack?
Melee attack.
Okay,
your next
then
turn,
you're
the
good.
target takes an extra 1d6 damage if triggering type.
Perfect.
So, it will be.
Good move.
If I'm not mistaken, it'll be 2d8. If I hit, it'll be 2d8 lightning plus
a d6 extra.
Plus a d6 lightning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Go ahead and roll your damage. Or your attack. Jesus.
It's a 19, but I have inspiration. I don't know if that hits.
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. Okay. Okay. I'll roll my. So my d8. Not good. That's literally just 4 points of lightning damage, and
Okay.
a d6. Oh, you fell. And a 2. That was also
Okay.
garbage. So it's literally just 6 points of lightning
You gotta
damage.
hit in.
And
Listen,
this tiny little punch.
listen. You gotta hit in. You got one in before. He was already down hit points. Okay.
Where? When did that happen? I don't think Zio hasn't hit at all.
Thorny armor.
Thorny armor hit?
He was dealt damage. Remember?
No. He's Thorny armor. He's been succeeding.
He
succeeded.
took 4 damage before. The cause is escaping me, but he did take damage.
Did he take damage?
Yep.
I don't remember what it was. Was it Thunderwave? No.
Oh, yeah, it
Thunderwave
was.
heal-
Because he took
Oh,
half.
it was the
Yeah, it was Thunderwave.
halved Thunderwave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. It is Isandro's turn. And he
All right, I'm going down.
he takes the punch and sort of
way.
looks. Why are you disappointed?
Because I'm not strong enough.
You remember what I
I'm
said earlier? We're at different stages in our journey. And our skill sets are completely different. You know what I find myself thinking in this time? I'm glad we're working together, not against each other, in the fights to come.
Well, we're working against each other. You're probably going to take me with your next round of attacks.
But that's not what's happening.
What exactly is happening, Isandro?
A spa, a bit of therapy. Don't let one moment make you think you're weak. Because that moment will haunt you like a ghost.
You speaking from experience?
Yes. When I learned from my masters, I spent most of my time with my face in the dirt. Losing. And you will lose. Loss is not a stain. Loss is an opportunity to learn. As long as you're alive, you can make a loss mean something.
There's too much at risk to lose.
There's never too much at risk. Because there will always be another way.
The state of the world?
You know what's funny? People thought we lost during the Scale Scourge. Tiamat ruled. And you know what? Balance was maintained. The light came back. That loss, in the grand scheme of everything, was momentary. Yes, people suffered. People learned. But people are still here. You are still here. Despite any failure you may have experienced, I am still here. Despite any loss that I've experienced. Like I said, I'm happy we're fighting together, all of us.
Are you gonna take your hit, or are you gonna continue talking?
Fine. He goes for a punch in the stomach. 21. Do you want a shield here?
Zio's not going to shield.
Okay.
Zio is going to use the gift of the metallic dragon.
Oh, paint a picture for us to show us how it looks.
So Zio's as soon as they see the pudge coming in, Zio remembers the scale that sits against their chest, and in a flash of light, this sort of iridescent, almost like ethereal wing appears and blocks Isandro's attack. It's this wing made of feathers, very much almost looking a lot like Lulu's wings.
Yeah.
And then kind of disappears in like this glitter of colors.
All of you on the ground doing your tasks hear this metallic as this electricity arcs out, the attack missing.
It's Zio.
And then the next attack is a 14, which is a miss. We'll go for the bonus action. 18.
Misses with thorny armor.
And it's your turn. Actually, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna pick up with Zio's turn.
Okay.
Sound good? All right, folks. We'll be back shortly. Thank you for chilling out. Thank you for hanging. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Bye. can see and hear you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to No One Roams Tolesh. We're diving right back in. But first, before we get to Zeo's turn, we're going to give one more little action because this combat's not going to be happening much longer.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be happening much longer with my 12 points.
We're in the end game.
Yeah,
We're in
truly.
the end game now. Whistle, you're training with Uldiel. You're just practicing forms. I want you to give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. That's under ability things. Oh, I'm not awful at this. It's a 14, sir.
Okay. You're definitely not accustomed to, up close combat. Nikolai has taken on the form of like a longsword. It's not what you're used to holding and like maneuvering around, but you're taking to it fairly well. A 14 is still pretty good.
Is this the urge to throw him?
Yeah. Nikolai's inside his mind palace, like ready to be launched, but it's just not. It hasn't happened yet. But Uldiel just sort of looks. You're doing well.
You're a good teacher.
No, I'm not. I'm a good captain. All right.
Yeah, I think these two are falling into like a kind of a soldier routine.
Yeah,
that's
that's exactly what's happening. Yep, you guys are kind of falling into that familiarity. Lazuli, Echinacea.
Echinacea is going to, while they're still working, toss something at Lucian.
Ow, what?
Are you doing anything tomorrow night?
Traveling with you all? Why?
I'd like to make you something.
He does a surprised Pikachu face and then looks at Lazuli like, shit. So
She's like knitting something again. I don't know. Like,
again?
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't know, man. All right.
Lucian gained a hat and a scarf this episode.
He's getting a whole. We got to do like a first day of school fit
Gloves.
check for Lucian.
Yeah.
You gotta give him like a little backpack or something now.
He just
I don't know
says,
what his prelude's gonna be, but it should be
I know what it is.
in line.
He'll just say, on one condition, good doctor.
I'm listening.
Can we fly afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
Gay. Perfect.
And this time, we can actually see the Amine.
That would be wonderful. Deal.
Deal.
This is going well. Just looking at the whole ritual happening.
The hats.
Yeah.
We're stronger together.
Stronger together. That one's mine. I can already tell. He points to a tricorn.
This one's yours?
Yeah, I like it.
In that case,
A little lining starts to appear as they pluck another thread of golden hair, very Rumpelstiltskin style, and it starts weaving this kind of gold filigree around the rim of just like, it's very ornate, but if you look incredibly closely, you'll see that they're little bats in flight with
very
birds.
cool. Oh, I love that. Very good. Okay. He just sort of looks. Thank you.
have to make sure everyone knows it's yours.
It's very true. Very true. I do worry now that some people will think this is your scarf.
You're allowed. Well, maybe I'll borrow it.
That might not be a bad idea. All right. You continue the ritual. Lazuli, you hear another pact's been made.
Wait,
Another-
what?
Yeah, another pact's been made and another pact completed. You are using the Ith well.
Wait, what pact got?
The sibling pact.
So every time they say sibling,
It's not a new pact. No. This is just an acknowledgement that that pact has been completed.
Okay, I was like, uh-oh, the
Uh-oh.
consequences of my actions.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
You feel the presence of the Ith, and you see for a moment there's a glimpse of this grand tapestry. You see it made of this gilded thread, this regal red tapestry with an unreadable language unknown to you at this point in time, but with golden script wrapped all around it. And you see it in the center of this vast library. But went, huh? And you see sitting behind a desk, spooling more gilded yarn, a summer Eladrin person wearing a very, very gilded age, like early 1920s attire with like the big poofy shoulders, the high neck collar. Hair is in this brown beehive sort of bun upward, these tall or these large framed glasses, long elven ears as they sort of look up. In this vision, they look directly at you. We'll talk soon.
Right. Is this like an opportunity for a conversation, or is this just a glimpse?
This is just a glimpse.
Got it.
As you've seen the, well, I'll keep that to myself. Zio, it's your turn.
Zio is going to conduct a Hail Mary.
Okay.
So in this conversation and all this back and forth with Isandro, feeling themselves becoming a little bit weaker and weaker with every hit, Zio believes that the fight is soon to come to an end. And so Zio is going to start barreling down and throw his body against Isandro to try and get him also to barrel down to the ground.
All right.
So meteor style with Isandro. In the process, if you'll allow me, I would like to use my level 4th Thunderwave at 4th level to assist me.
Yeah.
In essentially just propelling us.
You're doing
with, like thunder damage.
You're doing the My Hero shit where
Yeah.
Deku just fucking launches him and Bakugo down.
Oof.
Yeah, fuck
Just
absolutely, yeah.
Missile. Zio is going to become a missile, and they're going to drag Isandro down to the ground.
What you're going to do is you're going to make your attack roll, and you're going to.
So it's so Thunderwave is not an attack roll.
No. What I'm saying is you're going to make an attack roll, and then you're going to add your charisma modifier since you are making this a spell attack.
Okay.
The thing is, this is rad as shit. I'm giving you the best chances of success.
Okay. I am going to use an inspiration.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Much better. So that is going to be a 15 plus 5.
20 hits.
A sexy 20.
A sexy 20.
And then can I include in that the thunder damage?
Yeah, yes you can.
So Isandro will just have to do a Constitution saving throw. And this one is con 16.
13.
13? Ooh,
Yeah.
so that's going to be 5d8 thunder damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Where are my d8s? I like my click-clacks. So many click-clacks. Here we go. Ah! Ooh, okay. That's 7 plus 6. That's a 13. Is That is 18 points of thunder damage as we come.
Very
as
nice.
Zio, like in their flight, they essentially swing around and begin barreling downward missile style towards Isandro. Finds Justin, and this is completely up to you, of course. Finds
Yeah.
just enough purchase to start pushing him, using gravity to push him down, and then releases a thunder wave to assist further down as they come. As everyone sees this giant, like, shifter I don't know what the fuck he is, dragon creature, whatever that Isandro is, and Zio's smaller, leaner body essentially just barreling downwards.
Yeah, you absolutely rush downward and slam underneath one of his wings. And you see, you actually knock one of the Amine out of his tattoo. You're seeing the magic take place. The Amine is fine and unharmed, but it completely knocks Isandro off balance. And you see as he begins to barrel downward. And as he does, you're both going to take fall damage.
Yeah.
And you guys are 70 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to roll 66 worth of fall damage here.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Night, Zio.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 23 points of fall damage to you and to Isandro. All right, so you
Oh
guys...
no, my horn!
Your horn! Listen, perfect. I will say congratulations, you knocked Isandro with that under 100 hit points.
Oh, fuck you!
You guys want to know his hit point maximum?
No.
Okay.
Fuck off.
He's at 83 hit points. Nice job.
I was never going to win this.
And you guys see as Zio is knocked unconscious, but you do see as Isandro quickly closes, like sits up and is just, oh. You see the shifted form change as he just, we'll do a quick medicine check. Zio, you're up. You're good. Nice work. It's a bold move.
That's the last one I had.
Well, you proved me right.
Are you always right?
No, absolutely not.
Well, it seems like you are. There's a lot of things.
That's
that you've
because
been
you're
saying.
learning. People are allowed to know more than you are.
Does anyone ever tell you you're kind of annoying?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Sorry I'm annoying you.
Know a lot and say a lot and hit a lot and hurt a lot.
3 times every 6 seconds if I count correctly.
Okay. I get it. You're very strong.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still learning and I've got a long way to go and we're in different paths. And we're different in different places in our journeys, blah, blah, blah. Yes. You're very smart and very wise, Isandro. Thank you so very much.
This wasn't a vanity fight for me. I'm not looking to make you feel small. I'm not looking to make you feel weak. We are a team. It is best to know what each other can do. And now I know how to support you on the field.
You could have asked any one of us for a spar if that's what you wanted to do. Why me?
Because you interested me. Everybody else did, but you were obviously curious about me. Felt like a ripe opportunity.
I was curious because of you being a shaman.
Remind you of home.
Yeah. So, are you going to ask anyone else for a spar?
No, I need to rest now. And plus, Whistle's training, the others are crafting. I was going to go make food for everyone. If you'd like to help.
I'll help.
Wonderful. How about something from home?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, then you lead the way.
What exactly are you? The change, the thing that you did.
It is a particular shaman ability. What the fuck? Ah!
Are you okay? What was that?
The fucking light on my camera just turned on and flashbang the shit out of me. I don't like that at all. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was I saying? It's a particular shaman ability. I am a spirit caller. I aid the spirits and they aid me. So much like something akin to lycanthropy, you see Lucian's ear kind of go. I'm able to take on the aspects of the spirits that choose to aid me at any given point in time.
And that was the wind, Amine.
Yes, they grant me flight. And I am also a descendant in my line. I am a shifter, so I'm not... I am tied to the more bestial parts of the world. Can embody them. But I did not do that here.
Oh, so you're hiding more things.
I'm not hiding anything, there was no application for it. Do you always think people are hiding things from you?
I haven't had a good, I've had a couple of rocky run-ins with people.
I understand that. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, given my word, I am being honest with you.
Zio wants to do an insight on that.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a 18 plus 8, so a 26.
Jesus. He's being completely truthful here. You see hints of desire. You see hints of curiosity. You see hints of, you see hints of attraction. I think you see somebody who has no ulterior motives with Zio. He is genuinely curious about you. He's genuinely curious about your party. And when he says he wants to spar with you to understand the best way to assist each other, he means it. When he says he's not hiding anything, and that, you know, he didn't use his shift ability because there was no tactical application for it, that's the truth. You are you're understanding, and you're coming to this, like, and however Zio feels about it is how they feel about it, but there is an understanding that he is not being deceitful about what he's said so far.
You're very sure of yourself.
Is it a bad thing?
No, I don't think so. I just have to. It's good. It's easy for me to navigate.
Good. I'm glad. Well, it's easy for me to navigate with you as well. Shall we start cooking?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's.
So, this night of travel ends. The crafting is complete. David, you Whistle, you have trained with Uldiel. Lazuli, you've made another pact, and Zio, you've trained and then made dinner for the rest of the group with Isandro. All right, we're picking up. We're gonna say this is over the next couple days of travel. So let me know what folks want to do. Travel goes by without a hitch. We're montaging it here. Ishror knows the path that he's taking you down. He's not taking you down winding paths. He's not taking you down any road where there is the possibility of being encroached on and found out. He understands how delicate this mission is. So we're going to pick back up in the night. We're going to pick up with Echinacea because you said prelude, correct?
Making prelude.
During the day, do you want to... During travel, will you have wanted to make spell or craft spells with Uldiel?
Absolutely, they will do that whenever it makes sense.
I was going to say, you guys are traveling. You have the ability to do that in the carriage, too. So I don't want us to feel like we're relegated to the nighttime. I just want to make sure that we're... So, which do you want to do first?
The spells will take an hour and a half. The prelude takes 8 hours. They can do them all in the same day, functionally, so it doesn't... Yeah. They'll do the prelude, though. I think that is...
Okay.
Like, that's if we're, like, choosing what to RP, that.
Okay. I will say, just Uldiel does approach you. Wanted to learn?
If that's all right.
Absolutely. I appreciate my clerical magic and love that you have an application for it.
I used to be a cleric of Minri. Once upon a time.
Kindred spirits.
Two roads diverge in a narrow wood.
Which path is the right one?
According to the poem, the one less traveled by, but I think whichever one suits you best.
Which one do you think suits you best?
It's hard to say. I don't remember the other one. But I've chosen this path.
I think you're doing well on this path. And I'm happy to give you access to things that you may have lost along the road.
Thank you. I know...
Above table, did Uldiel learn everything we learned? I think
Yes.
she was in the humble abode. Okay.
She did.
And I hope to regain your queen, Koliata, her control over herself, and then we can get... We can decide what path to take when it comes to handling Ruin's Eye and Kervaith and Vaemir, all of whom have harmed your queen.
I've come to accept that I will be happily aiding you for a long time to come. It seems that these agents of the dark need to meet the light. Yes.
Koliata first.
Koliata first. We shall do to her as was done to Lorien. Liberate. Heal. Make comfortable.
That's a shared priority, cleric and wizard. Righting wrongs and not perpetuating more.
And we both like storybooks.
We both like...
Storybooks, and they'll take out their quill, and I am going to spend a lot of money.
Okay, spend the money, learn the spells. That was quick RP, so we'll do the prelude as well. Unless you want to come back to that after we check in with
That's
somebody else.
okay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I just, whatever makes you comfortable. And what spells do you learn, or do you want to save those?
I'm going to save them for in-game.
Cool. Okay, but all of the list that you sent me, you have all of those spells. As long as the gold's knocked off, great. Whistle, what are you doing over the next few days of travel?
When there's a chance, a kind of a quiet moment, maybe, a night at camp when Isandro
Yeah.
Isandro is alone.
You absolutely.
Whistle would like to approach him.
You find him outside, smoking a cigarette. He is just sort of puffing in a moment of quiet.
Good evening.
And she's like, he smokes too? And she wants whole mouth around it.
Whole mouth around it. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Go on.
Whistle, right?
Yes. Isandro, right?
Correct. Pleased to see you.
Oh, he has a drink. I thought he was offering a cigarette. I was like,
No, he does offer a cigarette. I was taking a drink.
oh, I got you.
Alec too gets thirsty.
That's fair. Whistle declines.
I've been wondering about something you said, or at least I have questions, and you seem a good person to ask them.
I lost your audio there, buddy.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
No, sorry. Yeah, as I've been told recently, I have a lot of information that tends to sometimes be annoying, so please ask away.
Well, I'm curious. These Amine are spirits that live within things like stones, logs. Correct?
Yes. There are a wide array of, you have elemental Amine like wind, stone, water, fire, lightning, thunder, frost, metallic, light, shadow, and you have environmental like the sun, the moon, the stars, gravity, storms, beasts, flower, flora. Most natural phenomenon have an Amine attached to them. I am working on a list for you all.
Well, what about unnatural things? Do they have Amine?
They do not, because the Amine were born when this world was. They are the first denizens of it. The spirits that most people know of the Shadowfell, or the Feywild, the ethereal plane, but there is another less talked about plane that encircles this world, and that's the I call it the emotional spectrum. It is a source of feeling and sentience gained when this world was born. There are rumors that this world has a divine origin, that something ancient lives within, and its divinity gave the world itself feeling, gave the world itself a set of emotions. And the emotional spectrum is a stupid name. Some people tend to call it, I don't know. I don't think people really call it anything, because most astrologers don't designate that it exists. They don't seem to care about it, but it's what the Amine call home. It is a mirror of this world in the same way that the Feywild and the Shadowfell are, but it seems as if they are closed off to it for now. And I think that it may have something to do with the Circle of Umbra. As I am putting pieces of this all together, Vaemir is the one that is locked in this in the center of this world. It seems that his imprisonment may have locked off that plane of existence to the Amine. It may have existed amongst the stars before the planet itself was formed. It latched as the celestial body became something new.
This world. Theoretically.
No, theoretically.
It's an interesting theory. I consider myself fairly well read, and I've not heard of it before, so.
It's just that the Omni talk about home, and it sounds like Aosha, it sounds like Tolesh, but just different. They speak of an array of pastel colors like the cross tower wood, but it's everywhere. They talk about abstract settlements that they build through the manifestation of thought and emotion. It sounds magical.
I've recently met the god of magic. And, well, perhaps if I see them again, I'll ask for you.
Please ask Minri anything you like.
I'm curious. The process that you use to call the spirits to call the Omni. It's because you are aware that their spirit lives within it, right?
Awareness of Omni makes it easier to call upon them, but I took part in particular rites of spirit calling to be able to commune with them in a more substantial way. What the fight with Zio, what you saw, that was my ability as a spirit caller. If anybody tried to do that without proper training, I've seen cases of mania. The raw emotion of Omni overwhelming someone to an unhealthy degree. Curable, it's not deadly by any means, but it, much like balance, if anything tips too far in one direction, it's out of whack.
Certainly. I wonder if you could attempt to call a spirit out of an object.
And he's gonna kind of pull his cloak aside and reveal the dagger, and just say,
Isandro, this is Nikolai. Nikolai is a soul trapped within this dagger. His body is lost to him for now. But we are working to restore that. I was wondering if perhaps your abilities could extend somewhat, give him a form outside this object.
Unfortunately, Whistle, I don't have that kind of power. I'm not able to give spirits physical form. The tattoos on my body give me the ability to channel Omni, but I do not alter their shape. They alter mine.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I figured it was at least worth asking.
I will, I have some books that, go into more detail of, more esoteric studies in regards to spirit calling, and maybe there's something in there. If I can help, I will try.
I would be most grateful.
I'll get to reading then.
Yes, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your smoke. But those things will kill you, probably.
Yes. Yeah, it's a habit, unfortunately.
Have a good night, Isandro.
You as well, Whistle.
yeah, he'll make his way off.
Okay. Lazuli,
Mm-hmm.
what are you up to, baby?
I'm probably finding Echinacea to talk more about pacts.
Okay, you absolutely do so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, our first test was a success. Our first test was a success. Why is that so hard to say?
What a tongue twister.
So there's other ideas. So speech elements can be pack-based. Thoughts, well, I feel like based on that, actions definitely can be. But thoughts, Is that something that's almost too ephemeral? Too private?
The scariest thing about a thought is that it's very hard to determine whether or not someone has followed through.
Right.
But if you trust that person, then I suppose that could count. Maybe.
Well,
With
I could just think, I love you. Oh, that just made me think of another thing. Do they have to mean it? Or do they just have to say it?
well, if your pact
part
is
of
to
the
say
purpose?
something, I imagine it's to say the thing.
Yes. Anyways, that was just a dawning of a potential.
That is
Okay.
perhaps something to be cautious of,
Hmm.
involving feelings or thoughts in your pacts.
Right. Right. Yes. I suppose I shouldn't test the boundaries just because I can.
I don't want to tell you what to do. I subverted Koliada's pact to make Eadwolf's. I did something
Right.
perhaps quite risky.
He's like,
And that's why I was
something
coming to you.
similar.
I see. Well, maybe we don't have to talk about that just yet, but there's the parameters of do they have to be of equivalent exchange, or we could potentially just think about one that would be useful to one of us. It's not a limited quantity of packs. If anything, I'm supposed to be getting as many as I can, but why waste our time just crossing, just doing little things when we could do something that might actually be beneficial. So I have some notes here. Let's see. I think it's split up into the types of things that I'm asking you to do and the types of things that you, the receiver of the pack, are given. And I can ask maybe retrieval of items, like my own pact, the creation of items, like with the pact that I made with Lucian, an action, or does a promise, is that then an oath? So I
Promises seem especially... Oh, I guess
it's a bit of a gray area.
pacts are just promises that don't demand a feeling.
Right, and until it's done, it's more of a promise than anything. So
I am not unbiased in this because I know that the completion of pacts heals you.
right.
So I, selfishly, for my sibling, I want them to be concluded as quickly and painlessly as possible in the most beneficial way to you, but you clearly wish to use them for the purposes of benevolence.
We can do both. Just don't. I don't want to squander the potential of a pact, but I also don't want to assume more power or risk than is necessary.
I would just caution you to only make them with people who you believe will complete them. I worry about what having an outstanding pact or a broken pact may do.
Interesting. I mean,
I don't know.
that's what I'm doing to Elizabeth now.
And it's disempowering her.
And I haven't completed the pact, but I'm basically borrowing on her line of credit in some ways.
I don't wish for someone to borrow from your line of credit. I worry about what it would do to you.
Speaking of credit, I do think I may have glimpsed into the bank in which I am borrowing.
The Ith? The Divine Feminine?
Yes. And someone someone glanced at me and said that we would speak soon.
In a good way? In a bad way? How do you feel?
Can I have a retroactive insight check?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sure. 16.
Are you trying to glean what this individual was feeling as they saw you?
Yeah.
There's a lot of curiosity. With a 16, you said?
16, yeah.
Curiosity for sure. There was a lot of amusement. And there was eagerness.
Okay.
But I will say, in contrast to like the way that Elizabeth has talked to you, you're not getting the same tinge of venom. You're not getting the same hungry maw waiting for you to drop something that she could take advantage of. You're not getting that energy. This individual, they are very calm, collected, and waiting to see what you do.
Right.
But you're not getting any malice or like, oh, she doesn't know what she's in for yet. Nothing like that.
Okay. Lazuli's going to say, well, they were in a library. So...
Agonethetic's
predisposed to like them, yes. Yes.
And so I didn't feel unsafe, just unknown, a bit singled out, but potentially this could be someone I could learn from about this power.
If they reached out to you, then absolutely.
Right. So I suppose I should show them what I've got.
Lazuli,
Yes?
if you feel singled out, know that it is because you are singular. You are special.
I see. I'm like, yes, I'm not plural. Not the Zulis.
You're one of a kind.
Thank you. Until she invokes duplicity.
I do stand by my statement, even though you are also duplicitous. You are singularly duplicitous.
And then she reforms, but just for the
And
fun.
duplicitously singular.
Very nice. Well, would you like to make a pact?
What are you proposing?
There's another thing that I spoke to Lucian about. I'm a little nervous. The way that my pact works, it grants me magic.
Okay.
What if I tried to grant you something small? Small. But something magical. Because we've talked about physical elements, agrees of tangible goods, words, actions. But my gift is magic right now.
Do you remember when I said that I didn't want anyone to take from you? About 2 minutes ago.
I did something too. We could trade.
Yo, Lazuli's in her patron era.
Look, I'm trying to test my boundaries. And if we're not going granular, we're going macro.
I love Angie being like, Alec created a monster.
But I have to be able...
This too. It was Grace in the death bag.
Okay, I'm thinking about it. So, I have to be able to follow through on it, and so do you. So,
Well, how about we trade a cantrip for...
You can't just trade a cantrip, though. You can't
have to
just...
do something.
Well, I mean,
Maybe you can,
Lou's
but
like,
I
do
don't
you
know how to
want-
do that in return.
How do you feel about Toll the Dead? Can I take Firebolt, please? No,
don't
we're
know
not
how
going
to
to a
give
fucking
you-
pawn shop.
I don't know how to give you something I can do. I know how to make things that will grant you things, like the Hat of Disguise grants you disguise self. But I don't think I can just pull a cantrip out of myself and throw it at you.
Well, Elizabeth was able to, but she's much stronger than me.
Mhm.
What was she able to do?
I mean, I can cast Bardic Inspiration. I can cast mini spells because of my pact.
Man, I can't make you do or not do anything, but I recommend understanding how to fulfill a pact before you make it.
She can do it. Why not me?
What?
And Angie's just losing their shit over there.
I wouldn't make a pact that you don't know how to fulfill.
All right. What's another spicy thing that you think would test the boundary that we can actually do?
Fuck me. Aid will sort of.
Oh, you want it to be spicy? Oh,
You start talking first. Go.
what if much like the Hat of Disguise, but what if I give you one of the potentially more dangerous spells I know? Not dangerous in terms of combat.
Which one?
Contact Outer Plane.
And how would you give it to me?
I would make you a talisman. I know how to craft things that hold magic, and you are determined to make it spicy.
I want to make it clear. If I'm understanding this correctly, Echinacea would make a talisman that gives you contact of the plane, and Echinacea would get the Warlock Initiate feat. The Magic Initiate Warlock feat. I want to make that very clear, above table, that's what would happen. Eldritch Blast!
Oh no.
So,
I'm not sure what I could give you in exchange, though.
power.
However,
Well, you said that you wanted to test non-equivalent exchanges.
right.
So, I would create this talisman that you could use,
Mhm.
and
I could. If the imbalance is coming back on me, I would probably be the one who would be punished. Right? If your end of the deal is higher, then it would probably be drawn from me to make it equal if I'm not giving you. I would be the one who is causing the imbalance. So it would come back on me. But the packs
I don't like
themselves bolster me. Or do you think it would backfire on you too? Because that would be doubly. But that seems very hag-like.
Lazuli, don't do something just because it fits a vibe.
I'm not saying I'm trying to wonder how does the pack even out if it does? And whether something is fair is often subjective. So does it matter if you feel like it's fair and then it goes back based on feeling? If both parties feel like it's
I don't think pacts have anything to do with feelings, actually.
okay.
I think they have everything to do with verbiage.
Packs don't
I
care
see.
about your feelings.
We're just like going over law.
Yeah.
What D&D RP fucking?
I mean, it's clear, right? Like, you guys, Zio's a great example. Like, the pact with Isterus, it wasn't equal, right? Like,
Right.
you guys,
Exactly.
the pact that you have with Elizabeth is not equal. Like, so you have the knowledge to know that, like, the equity is in the language, right? What you're giving, verbiage-wise, will dictate what is fair and what is agreed upon between you and your pact. Like, you as a pact holder and the other person who takes on the pact, right? So if you two are communicating, of course you're going to make a pact, like, in earnest, right? You guys are going to make a pact that's going to
That you'll shake on. I see.
that you have equity in, right? Both of you have an equal part in this pact. If it's someone like Isteris or Elizabeth who's coming to you in a moment where you feel like you can't do anything without this pact, it's predatory. There's no equity there. So like, yeah.
I see. Okay, thank you.
So I will make you a talisman of contact other plane, and in exchange, you will provide me with a measure of understanding to the extent to which you deem appropriate of the Ith.
Mm.
And that way, whatever you deem meets the pact by virtue of the verbiage.
Right. Okay. Knowledge for power.
Okay.
Alrighty. Are you sure you want to? Okay.
All right. Another pact is made. This one might take a minute to complete.
Okay.
All right. Zia.
trust-
Oh, sorry.
I trust you too.
Thank you.
You guys just hear,
Of course.
I trust you guys too.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Aidwolf is off limits.
That's the voice that goes through my head every time I make a new pact. It's like a new pact.
hand touches the beacon. Okay. Another pact has been cemented. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lou. Angie.
You good? You okay, bud? Dying over there?
Fuck me. Yeah, what's up, Blub?
I think Zio, it's been a few days of us traveling, correct?
Yeah, yep.
So after the 12th, the next morning after the 12th, 13th, Zio will find, I know sending can be done privately, like in your mind. So I feel like Zio's maybe just like laying in bed. I'm assuming we'd probably pull out the humble abode.
Yeah, I would imagine if folks want to be comfortable, you can absolutely do that.
I feel like Zio would be in their little space with the tree and their blankets and pillows. And as they're waking up, they think about the last couple of days and use their one sending
Okay.
to reach out to Wit again.
Okay. What do you say?
And I've already counted these, so it is exactly 25. So,
Perfect.
would you trust me if I'm no longer searching for orbs? Also, one sending a day used for you instead of family. Please be helpful.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a 26.
Definitely curious. Why? I'll be as helpful as I can be. As of now, I'm still hunting.
And Zio just like...
But considering stopping.
Zio just like... Why does he... Like, it's like out loud, like, why does he always ask a question? He knows I can't respond to this.
He sends cast sending.
Oh my god.
Listen. I hate this fucking spell so much. What do you need my help with? What can I possibly do? I'm nothing. I'm no one. How?
Zio thinks about it and lingers on that. On what he says. I'm nothing. You're not nothing. We all have a purpose to play in maintaining balance. I think you could really help in turning the tide. On my way to Sivaholm, fight imminent?
He
Says the-
he casts Sending one more time. A fight. That I can be helpful in. Sivaholm. Been there. A little spooky. Let me know when you'll be there. Then we can talk. I'll try to shake Olma.
When is it that we're going to be there, roughly?
So you guys, the 23rd.
23rd. So
So
it's the 13th now. 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
Okay.
A week away.
Yeah. We're a week away. I can't ask you to sacrifice or put yourself in danger. But if I make it out, let's talk. Thank you.
You feel that the message gets received? I'm going to give you an inspiration point there.
We.
Wee! Okay. Thank you.
I think after that conversation, I think it's been a few days, so it's just been a lot of training back and forth and everything.
Yeah.
I think Zio has been kind of avoiding Isandro a little bit.
Okay.
Grateful for what happened and like the fight and everything and the time to like eat and everything, but still kind of trying to.
There's a lot to grapple with, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. I think, he's pretty in tune with shit. So I think he doesn't encroach, but you do notice, kind of place throughout parts of the carriage that you frequent. So like the bar where people eat, or the roof where you go to sit at night with Lulu. There are small conch shells with water straight from the aisle.
How many has Zio found up until now?
It's been the last couple days, 4.
I think once they find the 4th one, I think they'll go find Isandro.
Out in the same way he was with Whistle, smoking a stogie.
Where are you getting these?
I make them myself, roll them myself. Like Truid craft the tobacco.
I'm not talking about the
Oh, the water.
this. And like shows off the conch shells.
He pulls out a decanter of endless water. This is from home. This was a gift from when I graduated my seminary.
And the shells?
Those are just mine. I picked them from home. I've had them with me forever. I clean them. But
Well, if they're from home, then you shouldn't be giving them to me. Here, and like tries to give them back.
It's your home too. Is there one
Yes,
you
but-
like?
And then like looking at them, and there's one that has like the faintest hint of like pink coloring.
Mm-hmm.
In between all of like the gray and kind of like dark spots. There's just like this little like pink almost like swirl right at the center.
Yeah.
They're all pretty, but this one stands out.
I'll keep it.
Here, and then like just like hands over the other three, like just shoves it into his chest. And then
Thank you.
I mean, I should be thanking you. So
You're welcome.
yeah. Sorry, this is awkward.
Why?
You've been very kind, and I appreciate that.
Of course.
With everyone.
Everyone's very
think we-
lovely.
I think we were kind of, to be completely honest with you, we were all a little bit wary. I don't know if you're aware of what Deirdre and Durwood are working towards. Well, I don't know Deirdre, but Durwood definitely.
I've heard
at least with it.
Deirdre. I've heard what Durwood wants to do. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you.
Hi, Ray.
I know that Durwood has some issue with Ishral. Deirdre doesn't.
She's kind of a fan.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yeah, he's a man that's done incredible things. As well as awful. But who hasn't done a bad thing in their life? I've done
True.
plenty. It's what you do with them.
Bad thing have you done?
I've taken life before.
It's necessary in this world.
Sometimes you have to kill to survive. Yes, I think that there are scenarios like that. This was not one of them. I was, I went back to Drukamesh for the first time, and I was communing with Amine in the Drukameshian wilds, which are full of foul creatures. Just beasts unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I ran into a group of hexers, monster hunters. They travel the wilds into settlements and take contracts in order to rid the world of monsters. I was mistaken for one. I was in my shifted visage. I was understanding what, particularly what wind Amine could offer. To our land I could fly. I was mistaken for something and I was attacked. But the thing about my capabilities is that when I'm pushed to a certain point, there's a chance that I lose myself. I lash out. The spirits and their emotions take over me. And they take control. So, I had gained the upper hand, but I didn't stop. I regret that.
But they came to kill you.
They came
were
to kill something. I was not that something. They didn't come to kill me. They made a mistake. The violence upon me was horrible, and it was wrong, but they did not come to kill me. I could have... If I were in a state of control, I could have listened to their words. But I was already so hurt by the time that they recognized that I was not what they were looking for.
It was too late.
It was an unfortunate situation. And if I could take it back, I would, but I can't. So, that is why I approach everybody I do with kindness. And this is why I do not show off my abilities unless I know I am in a safe place to do so.
What should I look out for in case you start losing control?
The red of my tattoos will seep into my eyes. I will be unable to speak.
And has anything helped you before, coming out of it?
It's when I'm significantly hurt, so healing actually does quite a bit.
Healing?
Yes.
Okay. I'll watch your back.
I'd very much appreciate it. I'll watch yours. You're a good man, Zio. Sort of pats your shoulder and just squeezes it.
I'm trying to be.
That is the mark of a good person.
Well, you're full of wisdom, so I'm sure you'll know. Thank you for the show. And, yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry to disturb you.
No. I was quite literally just standing here. You interrupted nothing except a moment of potential brooding.
Over brooding.
Doesn't really have to be about anything, does it?
I mean, brooding before no reason. That just seems kind of like a waste of time.
You saved me then. Thank you, Zio.
A veritable hero I am.
Yes. Yes, indeed. A name and spirit. It was incredible what you do with Mushroom.
Oh, yeah. He seems to be getting along with Lulu and Pepper. Surprisingly, I'm shocked that Pepper hasn't tried to eat him.
She's an excitable little girl. If you'd like, after Cyber Home, when we have more time, maybe I can teach you the ways of the shaman. If you'd like to learn.
See if there is something for me there.
There will be if you want there to be.
Well, good night, Isandro.
Good night. All right. You head to bed.
Yeah.
We will do prelude scene and then wrap it up.
Has Whistle done?
Yeah, Whistle talked. Didn't you talk to? You talked to Isandro too, right?
Yes.
Was there anything else that you wanted to do, Whistle?
No, I'm all
Okay,
set.
cool. Echinacea, we find ourselves at the end of that third day of travel. You've learned your spells from Uldiel. The hats of disguise have been made. The scene is yours.
Where's Lucian?
Right now, you see that he is sitting at one of the desks within the humble abode. It looks as if he is writing down more potion formula.
Echinacea's gonna try and sneak up on him.
Okay. With Eadwulf's cloak please do so at advantage.
I'm not good at stealth. I rolled a nat 20 on the first roll.
Incredible. All right. And now the tense music. Now Echinacea's the Terminator.
No, I'm the Terminator.
His you have to beat a 6 for perception.
That
So
I think a 20 does.
You do. I'm just saying, like, that's what he rolled for perception.
Oh, Lucian. Well, okay. I think then with Aidwolf aiding, Echinacea around a corner reaches out a hand and an arm reaches down the length of theirs and fingers interlock with their own and they just wisp into shadow, into darkness, and they skulk along the corner of the wall. I think Aidwolf is cackling their head.
Yeah.
They're like, shh, shh.
No, he can't hear me. This is fucking great.
Aidwolf,
What?
I'm going to indulge this once
Fuck
and
yes.
once only.
Fuck yes. I get to bite him.
We're gonna bite him.
They sneak up behind the chair leg and they remember when he tucked a flower behind their ear. They're like, what am I doing? And they reach down and bite him.
Give me a melee spell attack, please.
Why? What do we roll for a melee? I don't have any melee cantrips. I don't know.
It's going to be a d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
I'm not casting Chill Touch.
I know, you're fine.
32.
You hit. You go ahead and roll a d4 worth of damage.
Sorry, Lucian. 1.
There, you go in, it's this Jaws moment, and then it's the smallest chomp. Lucian turns, grabs you by the small of your waist, and slams the both of you up against the opposite wall. Ha!
I did it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You literally snuck up on me, 2 days ago.
I put a flower behind your ear and you bit me.
Echinacea takes a flower and tucks it behind his ear.
I should just fucking throw you. But I'm not going to, because I'm trying to be a better person.
I'm sorry for biting you. May I make it up to you?
He is laughing. He can't, he is having fun with it. He's not, actually upset. He puts them down. Is this the thing that Lazuli and Zio warned me about?
Oh, they warned? Wait,
Well-
is it bad? Wait.
No.
Wait.
Puts his hands on their shoulders. Listen. They just said that I wasn't going to get to Siva home without one.
Well,
They called it a
yeah.
beautiful process. So, no, it's not bad.
good.
The autistic
Would you-
stance.
Well, would you like to meet a goddess?
With you?
It is a prerequisite that I be there, yes.
Then yes.
Do you have something that isn't a weapon that you would like to see altered to suit you?
You see a bit of somberness come over Lucian. Yes, just let me go grab it. He runs upstairs. Comes back downstairs with a backpack. He pulls out from one of the front-facing compartments a pocket watch. I made this for my mother. And I received it when she passed. It was the first watch I ever made. It's awful, but it holds a special place. And
Doesn't look awful to me.
It is a shockingly stunning pocket watch. Ripe old age of 14. Yes. It's not a weapon. Though I could throw it. I won't. But...
I suppose anything is a weapon if you try hard enough.
If you try really hard, but no. Does this work? Is that okay?
Lucian, this is beautiful. Are you sure you want it altered?
Yeah. Because then I think the idea is I can carry it with me. Always.
And it will grow with you.
She would like that. Yes, please.
Let's sit somewhere comfortable.
He just he follows Echinacea. I think this is very much a Lucian that has kind of surrendered to those feelings in a positive way for the first time in a long time, right? There is this sort of... There's no furrow in the eyebrow. There's no, sharpness in the expression. His eyes have lightened, and he's just sort of... Yeah, following Echinacea's lead. He takes you up to his room. And
what does his room look like?
His room looks exactly like it did in the Whitmore estate, literally to a T. So it's very similar to Sir's room, actually. But yeah, it is just like his room at the Whitmore estate. Very comfortable, very regal, very warm.
Oddly enough, because they tended to his wounds from Ileana, the artist formerly known as Sly, they're 100% familiar with it in the same way that their room is just like the one at the cottage. And if Florian were to walk into it, he would know where everything is.
Yep.
So they settle him down at the desk where he created their book of ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
And they pull up an armchair to sit across from them.
Sits.
So we're going to talk about the paths that you could take, the paths that you want to take, and that you would like to see embodied in this.
They hold the pocket watch clasped in his hands. They are holding below and above his.
Okay. Let's do this. He sits, and you two begin the ritual. You sit in this oil slick liminal space forms, and as it does, you can see already this green reflecting glass work, these panes almost forming around the glass. You can see these it's this beautiful verdant green light that's just sort of reflecting the starlight that's present here. You can see Lucian's magic kind of settling into the space.
The question becomes, who do you want to be?
I want to be like you. I want to be like Lazuli. I want to be like Zio. I want to be like Whistle and Kaelin and Nivian and Sir.
And what are we like?
You are good. Sorry.
Lucian. Lucian. You are not bad. And after everything the Sunwall Academy put you through, after all of the loss, after all of the heartache, you deserve all the time in the world to get to know who you are. And so this will travel with you. And you will sculpt it by the measure of your works. And I know that they will be good. I believe in you.
I know. I believe in all of you.
This isn't about
I know.
all of us, Lucian. This is about
it's
you.
It's about me, I know.
I demand that you think about yourself while we make this.
I want to be a knight. I want to be someone who upholds honor and who protects people that cannot protect themselves. I want to be an educator. One who teaches from the wrongdoings that he's experienced. Being taught in the way that he does not know how to teach.
In these green panes of almost glass that are appearing on the pocket watch, for a moment, Lucian looks into it, pointed by Echinacea, and he sees a glimpse down Honor's path. He sees a glimpse down the Preserver's path. He sees a glimpse down the Teacher's path, and they all wind together in a path of renewal.
You're magnificent.
You see in the panes behind Lucian, a young boy. You are presenting what is the possible futures. In this moment, you see Lucian beginning to shed the past. You see a young, sickly boy. Gears, clocks spread across the desk. A Sir Declan the Gallant novel. Open and being sorted through. Pages dog-eared as there are crude drawings of a knight drawn in beautiful golden armor. You see a book with an image of a gold dragon and a raven. Intertwined, you know them to be Pelgond and Ileana. You see another drawing of a golden knight with draconic features.
You were on the path even then. They point to the little boy.
Looks. I'd forgotten. I pushed it down.
It wasn't you doing the pushing. But he's still there.
I'm going to hold on to this feeling. I'm going to bind it to my very being. You see through the pane the door of Lucian's room opening and his mother looking just like Elizabeth. As soon as the door opens, the warmth is present. She smiles bright, looking at her son. She walks in and places 2 night wooden dolls on the desk. Hello, Lucy. Would you like to go to the garden? I would love to have tea. And you just see a very sheepish young man. Okay, mother. Grab her hand as they depart from the room, and in that you see these trimmed green window panes begin to gild with gold. As Minri appears between the 2 of you. Hello again.
It's a busy week, Minri. How are you?
I am quite happy to be busy with this.
Thank you.
It's good to see you, as always.
It's an honor, always, to be in your presence.
Mr. Whitmore. Lucian's blubbering. He's like, Madam. Shall we begin? And over the course of this ritual, go ahead and give me the FlexCast roll.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
84.
84. Beep, 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 beep. 84 on that first table. Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute. So as this
I didn't get a nosebleed.
as this ritual concludes, you come to the back to the material, and you're both adorned in these beautiful red and green butterflies and flowers that are sort of dancing betwixt the 2 of you. And you see what Lucian's prelude looks like. It's this beautiful pocket watch that in the front is, you see the combined designs of a snowflake. You see an arrow. You see a dagger. And you see around them all is a phoenix. This beautiful gilded pocket watch with a representation of all of you. And as it opens, you see a perfect picture of Lucian, Elizabeth, and their mother. On the inside, the glass is this transparent green, but it's all adorned in gold. On the inside, right behind the glass, you see a 7-pointed star, representing both Iothalor and Minri. Lucian's prelude has been made.
Let's get you some tea.
Without saying a word, much like in the hospital, Lucian hugs Echinacea. Thank you.
You know, that little boy would already be proud of you.
I think you're right. Flight first, tea later.
All right.
Never mind, I can't see. There are too many tears. He's like wiping his eyes.
And we're not no, come on. They drag him to have tea.
You guys make tea. And that is where we're going to call tonight's session of Known Realms Tolesh. Whee! Thank you guys for chilling out and hanging out for this surprise double feature week. We will be back Sunday for chapter 52. It's not one you're going to want to miss. I promise you that. Before we head out, let's go ahead and outro our players, starting with David. I know it's way past your bedtime, Bubby. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. Hey, guys, I'm David. I've been playing Whistle. You can catch me over at Stealthy Elf Productions, where I GM a couple of Pathfinder 2nd Edition games in a homebrew post-apocalyptic fantasy world.
Thank you, David. Love you.
Love you.
Angie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angie, they, them pronouns. I've been playing Zio, he, they pronouns, and you can find me at Agonethetic online. And also, starting on February 20th, you can find me over on Bad House RPG, playing in the Embers of Rage game, a Werewolf the Apocalypse game, full Latina table, and it's going to be GM'd by Chris Cologne, VO_Cologne. Very excited for that.
Yes, we're excited to see you in it.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be my turn to be Lycan.
It's my turn. Lou.
I'm muted. Hello, it's Lou. I'm not gonna grab my crystal ball to do the eyeball bit. Instead, hello. Sorry.
Incredible.
Snatch. Yes, I play Lazuli. We're making pacts. We're getting Hagrot. When do people get Hagrot because of me?
We'll find out.
Uh-oh. Great. This has been the session of fucking around and finding out. For I feel like everybody in some ways.
Yeah.
Cheat her pronouns. Find me at Lazuli_art.
Thank you. Last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. Aside from here, you can find me every other Saturday over on Stealthy Elf Productions in the Unearthed Inheritance campaign, playing Cress. And catch me this Saturday in Astral Academy over at Dice Cream Sandwich.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I'm the Archivist here for Known Realms. I play Finn Reese over at Stealthy Elf Productions on Heroes of Asteria Unearthed Inheritance. And you can actually find me tomorrow at Dinner and a Game Show. I will be playing in a Monster of the Week one-shot. I will be playing the Monstrous, and I'm doing my best to play a slippery little fuck. So we're gonna do that. So be sure to hang out there. I believe it is at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna throw you guys over to a raid there. So that's where you should keep your eye on. Big thanks to Lupine Honey for following, or for God. Thank you for God for sponsoring the show. Please go check out their new chainmail merch. It's actually really cool, and I want it. Use code TalesArchive for 10% off your purchase. And we still have an open donation link for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Free Palestine all the way here. We do denounce all the actions taken by Israel. So if you're able to support, we would appreciate any effort going toward that horrific tragedy. Hang on for a raid. We're going to throw you over to some more D&D content, and we will see you Sunday for the next chapter. Good night, everybody. Bye.